Wow.
What?
Exactly.
Stop looking at the
I
camera.
still gotta eventually write a starter for us. But welcome back, everybody. This is
Guys,
session
it's been so long.
12.
Bum, bum, bum.
Welcome back. Full 7 days. Andres will not be here with us in the next 2 weeks, so we will figure out what we're gonna do on those 2 weeks as they come to us.
That's the downfall of this character.
In our last session, we had the party go and explore a bit of Dragonspire a little bit further. Some of you spent a little. You had spent a little bit more time in the church district and established what temple you had to go to for Mogan, and are under the inclination that you would have to be there during a full moon in order to get
I forget I gotta do it.
under a full moon in order to get the possible clues that are left to you. For the rest of the party, Mulian had spent a little bit of time in the Temple of One, helping out one of the people praying there. Also spoke to a gentleman there for a brief time named Adam. In addition to that, eventually later in the day, after most of you had gone back to, and after speaking with Mr. White, and establishing that there might be a possibility for you being hired in the future, and we're given a couple of days to think things over and to get yourself situated, allowing you to use one of his properties as a place to stay in the meantime. That way you did not have to go and look for your own lodgings. Soot had traversed the city briefly in order to find his place of work as long as place of living. Upon finding it there, he ran into one of his friends, Tom, after being unable to get into his apartment and learning that during his absence he was let go and presumed to have either quit or deceased or whatnot. So his belongings were taken out of his apartment. Some of them were sold. Some of them were managed to be recovered by his friend Pippin. Otherwise, he had learned that his place had been reallocated and rented out to a new denizen time after opening the door and realizing that somebody else's furniture and belongings had taken the place of his. After learning that, he didn't go after it and decided to find Pippin, speak with him, and then head back to you guys. During which time, Mogan and Dove went out to the city, Mogan to check the church district, and then to try to meet up with Dove later, while as Dove beelined straight for the library as best as she could in a city that she did not know very well. Unfortunately, due to her infamiliarity with the city, she found herself getting lost within the twisting maze of its roads, and was witness to the attempted and successful apprehension of a criminal that was running through the city streets by Prince Alexander. But not realizing it was the prince, had managed to release one attack in the time that she was witnessing this altercation and hit the prince himself. Upon his capture of the criminal, he went to investigate who had attacked him while he was apprehending this man. And unfortunately, due to some terrible rolls, Dove found herself on the bad side of the law, and is currently under the guard of 2 soldiers, and is being escorted to the prison.
None of us know, and you are none the worse.
Oh.
As this was happening later, Morgan arrives at the library where she speaks to a gentleman, Jasper, who is a student. What?
Nothing, keep going.
Nothing, honey.
Jasper, a student there, and speaks to one of the librarians, who neither of them had seen her whatsoever.
Don't look at me.
Upon that,
I can't, you're in jail.
I know.
we'll now start it off to all of you. Let's start back with it is that night. Given that how late it is, probably around at this point around 8 or 9 p.m. for everybody. So most of you are the 4 of you are already back. 4 of you are back at your homes, and most of you are actually talking and discussing and doing things back at the manor. It's about 8 or 9 o'clock, and you were headed back from the library, and you were being.
I'm in jail.
I am living in jail.
I'm dumb.
Sorry, Greg.
Are you sure?
I don't know anymore.
Oh yeah, we were
Is
gambling.
there anything the 4 of you guys would like to do for the rest of the night? Otherwise, you guys will be.
I wasn't gambling, was I?
We were pretending to play cards, and he slammed darts into my hand.
Oh, right.
Anything
Yes.
from the 4 of you.
And then I mentioned.
Yeah.
We're good.
As they're playing cards, I'm just gonna try to do some work with the prototype of Theta that I have and that I brought back to the manor in the box.
Got it. Can I
Just see
can I
like
have you roll a D100?
what I can salvage. D100. Holy shit! Never rolled one of those in my life.
Please take note of your stacks and put the cards back where they belong.
So the
Back
0
in
0.
order or just
No,
in the same
it's
stack?
back.
That's
in the
just
same
0, right? Or no? What is that?
What is?
I got on the 10. I got a 0 0.
Yes, that is a 0.
Okay, so 3.
Wow.
That's either really good or really bad.
Oh my
That
god.
is, he was a very rudimentary starting musician. So for you, what this is you can attempt to scrap and try to get pieces out of it, or what that establishes is how much work needs to be done to bring this up to a complete physical theta. You always can summon theta. Normally, it does not affect your spellcraft, your spells whatsoever, as far as your mechanics wise.
Mhm.
But if you want a fully functional theta like you had before, this is starting the baseline of where it's at and up to get to 100%. So this is establishing for me how many checks
What?
you have to make if you were attempting to
You
rebuild
guys actually
this.
want to go to a gambling bar sometime?
So right now,
Okay.
this is at a very
Like in real
rudimentary
life?
starting
No, I mean,
position.
like, in the game.
You did a lot more work with other iterations, but this was your first test subject that you had created.
think
You
it's-
had middle ones, but those weren't able to be recovered. And some of those you had disassembled later on when you were reestablishing data. You're like, no, this piece I built a better version of this one, of this leg on this
It's not
guy, so I'm taking
interchangeable.
this
It's not
away.
interchangeable.
Yeah, so you're like,
Well, I'm gonna have to build it from scratch pretty much anyway, so I think it's more valuable as scrap pieces. Unfortunately, I'll just scrap it. So I have some of the MEM units and other crappy sheet metal and rivets and everything. So maybe I can make something else.
can you make an intelligence check?
During this time, am I able to wander in? I'd like to see what he's doing.
I'm with you guys. I'm in the same room as you guys.
What are you working on right now?
Snack bags, and I was like, I'm buying these.
I'm genuinely just curious.
Intelligence check 23.
23. It was a very baseline thing, but what you had, other than for the start of Theta for this one, the majority that you did work on was the central. You didn't work on the outer limbs yet. So you managed to recover a very simple arcane core that you had in it, along with 4 of the magnetic units that would help facilitate out the legs for it.
Okay.
You got good recovery on all that. Nothing gets damaged in the process, and you do have pieces of scrap metal and spare bolts and stuff that you could use in the creation of a new Theta.
Okay.
Is there anything you'd like me to ask the servants to keep an eye out for in case that would help you in whatever you're doing?
Not right now. I'm just trying to get some semblance of some kind of sheet metal back or base components so I can put them back together.
If there are any specific pieces you know, I can try asking around my contacts to see if I can procure a part that you might need or something.
That's great. Thanks. Didn't we just talk about you asking about my shit?
Why are you
I said
rubbing
it
it
was-
so aggressively?
Why is the first thing you do ask me about my shit.
I was turning it down.
Isaac, you're needed elsewhere.
I want-
Please come with me.
All right.
So I think we have to talk about your anger problems.
That was Mark.
Mark is actually a barbarian. He's about to go for revenge.
Alright. See you guys next Wednesday.
I don't have
I'm out of here.
I don't have uncanny dodge.
No, you know what Soot would do? He would not explain a thing to you.
Okay.
You're beneath.
It's even better.
He's not beneath me. I'm just not going to explain all the 15 calculations I had to do to figure out what.
I was
I'm
asking
done.
if you
I'm
needed a
done.
part.
I'm done.
See, I put the yik yak in the mishmoygan.
It's just Moogie.
The mishmoygan.
It's just
And
Moogie.
it turned into a rail.
I have enough stress trying to figure this shit out by myself. But now I'm supposed to figure it out for you and explain it to you?
Oh my god.
Isaac, are you in?
I already folded.
This is a
Isaac
new-
is taken
this is a new
upstairs
hand.
to go speak
Oh,
with
you
the
haven't
servants.
folded yet.
You fold when I say you fold.
All right, I guess I'm all in.
Lost my jaw.
Alright. The four of you
Did I
go
win?
for a long rest. Meanwhile, is it Mogan?
Morgan has no idea what the fuck to do.
So you're gonna go back to the manor?
So,
Is there any comeuppance happening around while I'm walking through?
can Duff do something while she's being taken away?
We will get to you.
Okay.
For the record, I don't know your character needs ports or anything.
Andres.
so I'll offer it.
Roll a
Anything
perception check.
happening?
Just leave me alone,
Oh,
please.
God, Fane will be with me.
Ah,
Phelan.
Bother somebody else, literally.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's right!
Yay.
Do I see Duff being taken away?
No, you do not.
Damn it.
You do not
That's
see
so
her,
Raven. She is
Oh!
But on your way back, you do see a garrison of guards headed in the opposite direction of you. About 6 or 12 surrounding some people. You see them on the as you're like they're going through an opposite like roadway as you're going.
Water is
Can
turning
I
out.
grab one of them?
Um,
Not like physically.
what were you gonna do?
You are the best at that.
Oh, I was,
Water,
as I'm
water,
being
water.
taken away, because Gail's always on
Water,
me. She's
water,
like wrapped
water,
around my
sorry.
neck. I tell her, I'd be like, go find
Just
Morgan
slight
back in
tip.
the library, because that's where we're going. And that's where I know she would be
What did the
going.
guards do
So-
to the cat? Did the
It's a
cat do
weasel,
it?
so
Oh,
it's gonna
sorry,
go down
right,
my
sorry.
back and out of my pants
Okay.
leg.
Gotcha.
Somehow.
Wow.
No,
Or out of my shirt, and then hop of my butt and go find Morgan by the library.
Y'all are close.
Yes, we are.
So you
I should
and you and the other gentlemen that were apprehended are both handcuffed.
Why are you being a friend?
Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, right. Right. Well, I told her in my mind. I go like...
You are both handcuffed, and you are also both have a gag tied in your mouth.
Oh,
Not like a heavy duty one, but like a
Can I-
just like a
Isn't-
bandana.
fine. Isn't fine familiar where I can talk to it
Yeah.
like... Okay. Then-
Okay, roll a,
Scare my hammer?
roll a perception check for your familiar.
Okay, she's a weasel, so my perception
Are any of the guards assholes?
Jumps off her ass.
What would it be under ours?
Nah, not right.
What would it be under? It'd be under her wisdom? Like plus 2 of wisdom? I have to find weasel. Give me a
Yeah.
second. They were playing the fucking
Also,
poker with
you
them.
also have to figure out if it has dark vision
Blame
or
on
not,
us.
because it is night.
What did I do?
It'd be dim.
We're using that tab.
Oh shit, she does not. Okay,
Oh,
well,
yeah, it was.
here we go. But it's still plus like a wisdom throw, right? Okay. For the
It's just with disadvantage because it's dark out.
okay, so disadvantage.
You have dark vision, right?
A lot of it.
Okay.
A lot of that.
Vision in the dark.
15. 16.
16 with disadvantage.
That was disadvantage. It was a 15 plus 1. That would be the advantage.
One minute. Gale sees Morgan headed back in the opposite direction as she is traversing to the city. You also see a weasel running around. I don't know if you recognize that it's Gale, but
Oh, is Gale blue right now?
Yeah, what did I
Gale's
make?
a weird color, isn't she?
Gale is white with pure. She's pure white with red eyes.
Yeah, I remember that little
An
fuck.
albino, so you have an albino weasel.
Dang!
Really make this thing stand out as
Yeah,
much as
hell yeah, I
possibly
did.
can.
Yeah, I remember.
I'll
I
see if
did
we
do
can find
that-
sunscreen for your weasel.
I did that way before I knew I was getting arrested. I made her white before any of this.
You see Gale running through the city looking for you.
Hi.
Gale runs up to you.
I'm gonna see your cat from here.
Oh,
Would I
So
be
you send
able
your
to
cat
talk
pictures.
to Gale?
Gale cannot communicate
see,
nor
kitty.
speak with you. So do you have a way? Do you have a way of communicating with Gale?
I can. Hold on, I have
Scream.
a mental thing.
don't you
Oh my
speak in
God.
spaghetti?
I have. Oh Christ.
I had to make up a fucking voice for this thing.
I have mind link, so I can speak telepathy to any creature.
Does it have to understand your language?
You don't need to share the same language.
All right.
Alright, so I mind link
You
with
can
the
speak.
ferret.
Does that mean it can
She's a
stand?
weasel.
It's a ferret.
Can you
It's
a ferret.
Can you
It
talk to a
smells.
cockroach instead?
It smells. It's a ferret.
Okay, you mind?
She is precious and clean.
Kill it.
She's also she can be ethereal. She can be scentless.
Yeah.
Make her senseless. I ask her wisdom.
Upon this, Gale turns around and starts.
Oh, I don't even get a response.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, she's gonna respond. How does Gale respond?
Can they respond?
Can she respond?
Your
Can your,
ferret is,
can your ferret speak Morse code?
why is your ferret only involved in scatting? I hate this pet.
I understand
Yes,
completely.
you can respond. Yes.
They
Go.
can
Fuck
respond.
me!
So, Gale.
Wait, go ahead and
Now, it
respond.
wouldn't be responding in words because there's not exactly a language here. It'd be
Oh,
more
damn.
like-
Wait, what is it? It's a weasel?
It's a weasel.
I have one
Weasel.
question to set the scene. Where is she right now?
You're
in the
wearing
middle of the
a
street
shirt.
talking.
So
to
she's in
you,
the middle of the
crouched
street
down,
just
talking to
Just
a
for
weasel.
this reason.
Okay.
That's what I was hoping
Yes,
for.
they
No,
are.
just staring at it because she's doing mind link. They're not even speaking. They're just
You-
staring at each
You
other.
have to
and-
respond like an animal with 2 intelligence. Have fun with that.
Oh my god.
Just
Alright.
Does a weasel really have
Alright.
2 intelligence?
Yes.
It's
Oh
a
my
negative
God.
4 to intelligence
Jesus
modifier.
Christ.
All right. Where's
Where's Morgan?
Where am I? What's going
What is
on?
my purpose?
Where's
Don't pass butter.
Oh my god.
Take me
It
to
turns
bus.
around and starts to run,
Run
in the
towards-
direction
Oh, darling, I
Towards-
don't run in these heels.
towards the garrison.
She looks back at you like, really? You fucking really? And then goes back and runs.
Yeah,
Runs
really, I
towards
can
the
bail her
garrison-
out.
Runs towards the garrison. That's the troop of about 9
Oh.
soldiers.
Oh, okay.
When you come
I
back up to it,
don't
you can
like
see
this.
Dove and another man dressed in all black are both handcuffed and gagged and are surrounded by soldiers being escorted through the city.
Jeez, Leo, I don't know what to do with you. I go up to one of the nicest looking soldiers.
Okay, roll an insight
Nice
check.
by not like how cute they are. This isn't Phelan, but
Roll
nice
an
and like
insight check.
personal. Like, do they look friendly? What's my insight?
Is one of them like humming gleefully,
Give
clearly in a good mood?
me a 20. 11.
11. You stop one of them, and the first one that you try to stop is part of the group, and as you get close, another soldier stops you from approaching the garrison. Don't get too close. We have apprehended 2 criminals.
It looks like one of those is my daughter. Can I know what happened?
She attacked the prince.
Did she know?
Yes. The prince was attempting to apprehend a thief
Isaac Neutron.
and a member of a known radical group.
Um,
And while attempting to take him in, she tried to intervene and attack the prince.
do you know what's going to happen to her? Do we have the opportunity to bail her out?
She will be taken to the prison and tried and booked.
Can we bail her out today?
In the morning.
Okay. Can I talk to her real quick?
Not right now. You can talk it when she's in custody and secured.
Can I switch my mind link to Dove?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
What the fuck are you thinking?
Roll a wisdom save.
You are supposed to be in the library!
Ears start bleeding.
Yeah.
What has this
13.
13.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
No, 13.
You're okay. Otherwise, you would have taken psychic damage.
Oh, you have to be booked. Do you know what that means? I can't bail you out till the morning when they book you.
I'm not an author.
What did you do? How did you do this? You were supposed to go to the library.
Remember Howler's from Harry Potter?
That's the vibe I was going for.
I say back, didn't know that was the, there's no,
It's no. It's
Oh,
not
okay, great.
mental.
I didn't know he was the prince, and I just saw some guy being attacked, and I didn't know.
Since when do you just shoot at people?
When there was an innocent man running for his life, and some guy shooting at, or trying to kill him with a sword, how was I supposed to know one was a prince?
Clearly, they're not innocent if they're being chased.
I don't know that.
You were supposed to go
Great,
to
great rule to live by. They're not innocent if they're
I
being
grew up
chased.
sheltered. I don't know this shit. All I
You
know
were supposed to go to the
Anytime I'm committing a crime,
they
just
were in my
remember, start
way.
chasing someone and you're absolved
Darling,
of
the
all
library
blame.
is down the other road. How did you get here?
They were literally in the middle between me and the library, and I thought, well, you know, I can't move with my hands, but they were between me and the library, and either I had to go around them or I had to go through them.
View of authority now. If you wear a uniform and you're chasing someone, you're automatically justified.
I'll remember that.
This is Baldur's Gate now.
Zach uses
You'll
his
remember.
guy's self to work to always
And
have
I didn't
armor
know
on.
he was the prince. I don't know what the prince looked like.
Stop yelling.
You yelled at me!
Because what the fuck?
You lost your accent too!
I find this even
I'm
funnier
so
in my
angry.
mind.
I
'Cause
lost my
I
accent.
just picture Dove walking and all of a sudden Morgan starts screaming inside her head with no warning. You're minding your own business, you just walking around, and then you just hear Morgan screaming in your head.
That was the whole point. All right, darling.
And I didn't know it was the prince, so I had no idea.
You have to get booked tonight. So
What does that mean?
you're going to jail.
What's jail?
You mean
I
you're
know
now
jail.
part of
I
the
know what jail is.
Dove, it means you're not part of the library.
Sorry.
They're going to book you.
Shut the fuck up.
And did he say they're
What are you
going to do a
talking about?
trial?
Go fish.
Yes.
Possibly.
And there's going to possibly be a
21, I
trial against you. They said I can't bail
What game
you
are you
out
guys
until
fucking
the
playing over
morning.
there?
You are also my daughter for right now, and I'm so mad at you.
Go, Jack.
Flyers dice.
Black fish.
I will
Blackfish.
try to figure it out.
Guards.
Try to get off of good behavior or something. Don't do anything.
What the? Where'd you get that from?
I stole it from you.
I play rats.
I learned it from you, Dad.
Gail's gonna try to go back up my shirt and around my neck.
Roll a
You need
stealth
to
check.
For her?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
That's not easy.
Do you?
Oh,
8.
God, I'm sorry for you.
You in on blackjack?
Two attempts, but
I'm yelling. My throat hurts now.
you're yawling.
Yowling.
y'all.
Trying not to yawl.
Yes.
Oh, so we roll one first, right?
What the fuck are you guys doing?
You're doing
Blackjack.
always.
Okay. Yeah, it's a. What did I say
You
it
guys
was?
know you have to show
An 8.
one,
I
right?
said it was an
What's
8.
their armor class?
Did you do? Do you
Oh.
have to show one?
13.
You're right.
Okay.
You're
You
right.
managed
Really?
to jump out of the way of a guy who attempts to kick
You see
Gail
12 in front of you.
as Gail gets closer.
Oh, God. No,
What does
because
Gail continue to do?
she tries to go.
Send me the weasel.
Wait, 12 plus 6.
You can ban her for your
Right.
later.
Oh, yeah, I'll ban her. Now, I keep forgetting that I
You
could
see-
do that
yeah,
with
you see
her.
18
Yeah,
in
that was
front
would
of
be very interesting if they saw
Yeah,
a
with
weasel run up
three
your
cards.
legs.
No, I forgot. No,
I
I
did not
I
react to it at all.
ban her out.
Got it.
No, I think you have to.
Yeah, it
provide
goes
one
to kick it
show
and
the
then-
rest.
Fuck is happening?
Alright,
as you and the other guy are being brought
Twirls in
across
front
the
of you.
town.
You actually.
Single tear
Do we
coming down
see
her
me?
face because she
Is there
doesn't.
anyone?
Because she's like,
these
oh
are all
god.
stuff.
This guy
Yeah,
across
fuck it, we'll
is
split
like,
that. We'll just show him.
you. They eventually
Okay,
bring you
gotcha. You're
to
the best.
a
I love you.
prison cart.
Roll again, ready?
So it's this metal cart with
Hi,
bars
Mark,
on
show
the
the others.
windows, and they
Roll 2.
bring you and him in there along with 4 guards. Get sat so the 2 of you and the other guy who's arrested
Oh, we're just
are like
we're showing
facing
around
each
them.
other, and then there are 4 guards in there with you.
Yeah, just show all.
And then as you are brought across the
17 showing.
city, because right now they still have a
18
good
showing.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
So the guy that
does
got
the-
arrested with her didn't get killed?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought he got killed.
No, he
Oh,
was,
okay.
he was apprehended.
Did like flying sword attack
Yeah,
on like
that's
I
what I was
stabbed
like,
him.
oh my god!
Oh, I rolled low on that. He the
Right.
other guy
It hit it like
What does the other
oh,
guy
right.
look like? I don't think I wrote it down.
Very oily black hair. Has a what?
Very greasy.
It's
Oily.
like it's like down to his shoulders, but it's all like slicked back, so it's real tight. There's
Okay.
no like it's really close to his head.
12.
He's got a scar not running across his eye, just right across the forehead.
Just roll 2.
Oh, that's a bad spot for it. It's not even a cool spot for
It's just literally from like here to here, like
Oh, that's
across his
Oh,
head.
that's kind
It
of.
doesn't
That's
like
still
it
not
just
cool.
misses the
It's
like-
eyebrow and
Aw.
just like right
It's
up
better
on
than
it.
like
Lame.
this.
Yeah.
It'd be like that would be like the lamest scar ever.
It's just slightly in an angle. It's
Yeah. It's like
Um,
semi cool. Like,
um,
Yeah,
dark
we're gonna
brown
need
eyes, all like jet
Oh.
black hair.
Crop.
He's wearing like all black and dark brown.
You're supposed to be dealing for us, man.
You saw them take all the weapons off of him. He had a number of daggers and a very thin curved blade
No,
sword.
here's the deal.
Does he have a? Okay.
I feel the
19.
He does not seem to be wearing any sort of jewelry.
So can we count this as
oh yes, the political dissident wears a uniform to denote that he is a political dissident. I am an anarchist. Please arrest me.
Can I
Also
ask
chance
what
to
the
inform.
guards where the jail is so I can make
I
note
guess he
of
has
the
a
morning?
chance to
I joke, but literally
To
people
go
will get,
bail
like,
out
SS
my
tattoos and,
fucking
like,
daughter!
She's brought into the main prison in the military district.
Where is that? We literally just got turned the day
It's on.
so no.
Northwest.
Where were you at?
corner.
Thank you, sir.
I finished at 19.
Have a
What
good
did you
night.
hit again?
You too.
21, I guess.
Go back to the
I
banner.
forgot it's also against 10.
The four of them.
Really, I won, but
Although he only qualifies if you get 17.
Are they asleep or they're playing fucking blackjack?
There's
Okay.
Yeah.
you
Fast
are
forward, fast forward. You guys go to
across
sleep.
Yeah, we're
Go
drinking.
to sleep, go to
Go to sleep, go to work.
most of your belongings are taken from you.
Oh,
Uh,
including my necklace.
your spell book. What does your necklace look like?
Wait, hold on. I think I wrote it down. Give me 1 second.
Lightning bolt,
No,
storm cloud,
no,
rain
no.
drop.
Rain fossils.
Do I
A
have?
grass?
No.
The whole city.
Yeah.
It's
Mm,
politicized, probably. Like the wizards try to hold the magic close to their chest, but
Because they're wizards.
When I get home, I'm gonna wake up so for a moment.
like the people there aren't like warlocks walking the streets like summoning their freaking
Summoning the weasel!
summoning Pokemon style demons to fight each other. That'd be pretty badass though.
I will make.
Okay, I can't find it.
That
so
would be
it's
Andres'
it's
kinda
a-
game.
It's a silver chain. It's on a silver chain, and it's kind of like has a little.
Was arrested.
Oh, but it has like a little like
Is this morning off?
No, I will.
has a little arrow with some green jewels inside of it, and like a purple.
Is she okay?
For the arrow,
She's
it's
fine,
purple,
but
and that's
she
where the
got
magic
shot.
comes from. But like it's an arrow going pointing this way.
So we can go get her.
Are you attempting to like hide it in your
Well,
Well,
clothing?
are my hands
Bring
still
everybody.
tied behind my back?
Would it normally just be out?
It would be kind of like placed on my shirts, like just kind of like hanging out because I don't like tucking it in. I like keeping it.
Probably in
Um,
a higher tier of prison than just the rabble of people that not like us, but
Then be a problem to bail her out?
it was a 12. But
no.
let fate decide.
Oh, God.
Um,
yet she, if they discover that she has some kind of magical ability, they won't just put handcuffs
What do
on.
you? So they're gonna
They'll
take your
do
spell book.
something to you.
They're gonna take. Do you have your wand / rod?
If they find
Yeah,
out
I
she's
have my
magic,
rapier
it takes
on
a
me.
spell book.
Rapier gets taken. Any sort of weapons
God damn it.
that are very obvious.
My rod is
Your rod is taken.
no, my rod is with Soot because Soot took it and he kept. You have it because you were gonna tinker with it and everything like that. That's what the
I
last time
take
I
it when we're not like gonna be readily
Yeah.
in
So he has it.
Yeah, so your spell book is taken. Your
Oh,
sword
fuck.
and
What am I gonna do with
dagger,
this now?
Any bag with a lot of stuff.
Do you want
They
this?
check your stuff.
Alright, so my backpack
What do you
is
mean?
gone.
You don't have to remove it from
How do
your.
you-
No, I know. I'm just gonna unequip it for now.
Yeah,
Both
your,
hands?
any sort of weaponry and your spell and your
Well,
spell
one of
book
your hands can hold the
are removed
rod.
from you. And you're basically just your clothing.
An arcane focus.
Does my
and
necklace stay
your
with me?
necklace is ignored. Right now, because they don't. Right now, they're not assuming that you are a major threat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're not checking you for any sort of magical.
I was going to say, like, put your hair in front of her.
Yeah, that's honestly that's probably that's probably
You get +1 to your
You are
attack
brought
rolls
into.
with,
You are separated
magic
from the other guy.
and you
You're
ignore
brought
half
to a
of
jail cell where your cuffs are. Once you're inside the cell, your cuffs are removed and you're gagged.
No, no, it's so are the guards gone, or like did they walk away from me after they put me in the
You have a
cell?
moment as they're leaving, so if you don't wish to say anything, they don't really say anything to you.
Just go in a corner. I banish Gale back in, like behind my back. I just like kind of go like this, and she's behind my back, but like I'm not leaning up against the
Are
wall.
you able to do that without any of your spell components?
Well, if
I feel like the components that you need
For the
for
casting.
casting Find Familiar
oh,
probably
I thought I
would
was
be
just,
would
I
be
thought I
needed
could just
to,
ban for Queen
to
and
change it.
ants.
I'm just making sure that you don't need any. It's just that.
I mean,
As
usually
long
you
as
need your,
nothing's said.
your
Well-
focus, it says, but I don't know if she has her focus.
Do you have your arcane focus?
Is her necklace her focus?
No, but I think I have a
Well,
ring
but
for my
once
focus
the
for her.
familiar is spawned,
Yeah.
does it still need, like, as long as it doesn't get knocked out, does she still need things to do the action of bamfing in and out?
If anyone listens,
I don't
knows
think
the
so.
answer, please comment below.
No, unless it dies, I believe.
Yeah, I don't believe so either.
Only if
I
it
was having her
dies,
Check.
Then you'd
she
need
has-
it. You'd
yeah.
need the components
She
to
could
spawn
dismiss
it.
it
How
and
did I
make
go
it
down to
reappear
one
at
hit
will,
point?
unless it loses all of its hit points.
I don't know either.
How do you think the guards
No,
got
I
you?
didn't get hit at all. Why am I down to 1?
I fucked with your hit points while you weren't looking.
Did you actually?
Yep.
Fucking
You were at full
asshole.
hit points.
Jesus
You're
Christ.
such a dick.
You managed to.
You were like,
bamf
I stole
in,
your
yeah.
cards. I'm like, I fucked your hit points.
I didn't steal it.
You were at full hit points.
She trips on the way to the
Managed
jail
to
and gets
ban
knocked
him.
out.
Okay. I just keep her with me, and I just feel like if she goes back up and make sure around my neck.
Roll a stealth check.
For her?
Yeah.
Fucking dice.
So instead of 21 to 24. But if you
Not counting it, I can't see. Hi,
12
Katie.
and 12.
Hi.
Ugh. It's a 7.
Small arms. Small arms.
They have
Damn it.
Rex arms. Jurassic.
That's it. I can't do anything else.
Are you attempting to? Are you
Towards the
doing
end.
anything over the course of the night?
I am going to sleep or attempt to sleep on whatever shit is in the cell.
Got it.
Not on actual shit, but whatever's in there.
Wise old man poop.
I need a pillow.
While
Shit.
I go to sleep, do I get
This pillow's filled with shit.
Um,
It's a shit pillow.
I don't know what color pen he was. Hold on.
That's the garbage man.
before you go to bed, though,
Oh.
you are one of the clerks comes to you while you're in your cell. What is your name?
Dove?
Do you have a last name?
Silver Shade?
How old are you?
20?
About how tall are you?
5'3"?
Why you sound like a question?
Do you not know how tall you are?
5'1".
5'1".
5'1".
Oh my god, you're so small! No wonder you're a child!
We're measuring in
How
king's
old are
feet.
you?
20?
20.
The
I thought I already
king's
said
feet
that.
are abnormally large.
Gotta make sure it's right.
It's 12. Maybe they give me more
It's a
leniency.
test, you know?
Who invented the inches in your world? I love how we list our height in feet and inches, but then distances for combat are all in meters.
We could just measure in dicks.
Oh no, it's in feet. I'm sorry. I'm stupid.
We should switch to meters.
I had a friend who used to measure everything in dicks. Take the average dick size and measure everything in dicks.
Stop it.
Thanks, Mullion. You
Is there
backward
anybody
society.
I'm not with you.
Brother.
I'm not with you at all.
Family or anything within the city?
My mom, Morgan.
All right. Do you have an address? He's gonna say, wait, you will.
The manor.
That manor over there.
Over
I
there.
wanted to ask, do you know the address?
She would not know the address.
Yeah, why?
I'm very smart. I know the address.
Look for the big house in the middle of the poor district.
He said.
It's not in the poor district.
Yeah,
It's in the housing district.
You're being charged with aiding a criminal and assaulting the Prince of the Crown.
I didn't know he was a criminal. I didn't know it was the prince. I didn't say it like that. I just kind of like softly said it, like I didn't know it was the prince.
Be actually a trial.
Can you get a lawyer? To read your rights?
Yeah.
No,
we're gonna get a fucking
no.
lawyer. We have like 9 gold between
Yes.
us.
And brown hair and no red hair.
Red
Actually,
hair,
the
brown
only one who's
eyes.
salary is you, so how you
Red
doing?
hair, 20 years old,
He's doing.
+1.
Croft gets arrested.
Morgan
You're being arrested.
Manor.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I hate you.
Can't believe it took this long.
Yeah, it lasted
Okay.
24 hours in the city. It's longer than usual.
Did I get a phone call? No, don't say that.
It would just be me yelling at
Do
you
I get a
some
sending
more.
stone?
Yeah. Where's my one sending stone?
Where's my?
Um,
Where's my one
of
picture?
course, because I got all this shit to worry about now.
Back over to the manor for you two. You guys are all done with what you needed.
Yeah.
All right. Long rest is had by everybody.
Oh,
You
Yay.
wake
so
up-
restful.
You wake up the next morning.
As soon as I get up, I get ready to go.
Yeah. Fuck it. Okay. Are we going? Tell them.
We'll tell them.
Oh, okay. Guys.
I was
Guys,
just thinking that.
Guys,
Maybe we should
Dove
increase
got
it from 21 to
arrested.
24.
That's a good. What?
Guys. Dove
Dove got
got
arrested
arrested.
last night
Last night.
on the way to the library. Apparently,
She
she
shot the prince.
the prince.
Go on.
Prince
Oh.
Alexander.
That's a great way to start this.
Day
Yeah.
2 of me knowing her,
So-
she shoots a
So
prince.
we're going
Day
to
three.
Well,
the jail
listen.
to bail her out.
I'm
Because
sure
they
it was
booked it.
complete accident. She does not seem like the type of person to kill indiscriminately.
I don't even think she knew who he was. So-
I don't even know her.
Are you
Thanks,
guys going to
Julian.
come with us? I'm going to bail her out.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
I guess we'll go.
Like you got anything better
Because
to
I
do?
will.
Dimitri,
I have nothing, I'll just
Dimitri,
limp
will you be
away.
joining us? No, I was thinking about just staying in
No,
and
I
sleeping
think I'll
in
hang
there.
out in the manor like I usually. No, you're coming with us. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, let's go. Can we take the train?
Sure.
He said it's over. where did you
It's
say
it's
it
not a
was?
long walk by train.
Military district.
In the military
It's
district.
not a long walk by train.
It's where they have all the prisons. You know this.
On the
Yes.
train.
Yes.
No,
It's
no,
right
in the
far.
military district.
Perpetually-
If we're going all the way to the
Motion
military district, it makes more sense to take the train.
Yeah, good. Let's go.
The only reason we're going by carriage is because it was short distance.
You didn't need to say that.
Alright, we go to the train station.
Get on the train.
You're all. It is a elevated train that actually runs above the entire city. So you have to go up a couple of flights of stairs. Tickets are for this one. Oh, it's only 2 stops. So it's actually only going to be for this. It's going to be 4 silver each.
Are you putting this on your company card, or are we all doing this out of our own pockets?
You don't have to justify every single payment, right? This is out of your own.
Yes,
You guys
right.
aren't officially working for Mr. White yet.
I am an employee. I've been told so.
Are there tickets?
What?
Did you make tickets?
No, I did not.
Damn it.
So, you said 4
4
silver?
silver.
I don't know, literally did not pay for that.
Do you need to split the other coin up?
No,
Miss-
no.
But do what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Miss Carey's gold and platinum
Actually,
everywhere she
make it
goes.
3 silver because of how many. It's kind of like the like.
Haha, my discount!
Oh, we got a group break.
It's actually kind of like the Long
Was
Island
that a
Railroad.
big
Like,
call?
Do you still
buy
have
so
your
many
discount?
tickets.
Now that I think about it,
Would,
do you still
would
have
a
it?
train ticket be a mundane item?
No, it wouldn't.
Oh.
But would you also still get your discount?
No, I only get my
another
20%
thing, is this
discount.
on peak
No,
or off
I don't
peak?
work with them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I don't work with them anymore.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
right.
fired.
That's why you said the Monday discount. I was like, well, don't you not get that anymore?
Yeah, I can go back to Rite Aid and get my 20%
You
off
do still
discount.
have your company
but-
ID.
No, you can't. Everybody got
Oh.
your 20% discount except for you.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
mine
why I
too.
got fired.
That's why you were fired.
We're going on the train to get
Listen,
drunk.
guys, the
It's
last time I let people
silver.
get my discount,
You could actually
ended
hop
up
in
badly.
the last car, but you're going away from in the direction. So if you were headed towards the, you could use it to hop in the last car.
Oh.
Actually, no, you could.
I was told we're taking the train.
You could possibly finagle it because you can always ride. You can ride in the last car with your company ID.
the last car as in the most luxurious car,
No.
a ride for free, you're saying?
Yeah, you could essentially ride for free. You'll be away from the rest of the car because the
So
last
why
car
don't you sit
I
next
might
to
just
no-
well, I sure.
The last car is
I'll pay the money.
for railway workers.
Yeah.
For those either going home
It's
or
a utility
going-
card.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're all
No,
on the train.
I'll be with these people.
Is there a
I'm
giant
okay.
face on the front of this train?
Can you tell me
It's
more
like
about
some of the train.
like where were you? Where was she? Did she
I
ever?
honestly thought he was about to start asking
She
me
was
about the train
on
again.
her
Just
way
gonna
to
stab
the
him in the
library.
Not gonna lie, I thought it
On
was
her way
I
to
The
the
thought-
conductor
library.
casts calm motions on
Yeah.
Mark.
Roll initiative.
Not Soot.
Also, Anansit also casts silence on Anders.
Oh, damn. On Andres or Isaac?
Yes.
Wow, this train's much more
She was
peaceful.
on her way to the library. As far as I know, she was supposed to go to the library while I was in the temple. Something happened along the way, and she shot at the prince. She didn't know it was the prince. I didn't even know the prince was here in town. I didn't think anybody did. But yeah, when I found her, she was being arrested and booked. And now we have to bail her out.
She's been in this city for 36 hours.
Yeah, so for the purposes of right now, she's my daughter, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of her when we get her back.
You're telling us
Do you need
mentally?
help?
No, I'm telling you, actually.
Will you need help?
I thought that was a joke. We've been joking that she's your daughter. We're
No, for right now, she is my daughter.
Are we drafting adoption papers?
No, I don't.
It might make this simpler.
See, this is much better. I like this. I like when two other people are arguing.
I don't think we'll need adoption papers. We'll be fine. We're just gonna bail her out. I'm going to beat the shit out of her and let her know not to just shoot at people.
Do you know how expensive it might be for shooting a prince?
We will figure
She's
it
lucky
out.
her head is
If-
attached.
If anything, she has to sit there another day, and we will figure it out.
Okay.
You will sit there another day for the money.
Somehow I think that this bail is going to be
Remember
more
when Tarkin
expensive
was
than
almost
we
left
can,
in
We
jail
will-
cell for 6 months?
more expensive than we
morning.
can handle.
Alright,
The clerk comes back up to you, Dove.
okay.
Miss Dove,
Yeah.
do you have any documentation up to you, your person, and who you say you are?
Do I have any documentation?
Would you have any documentation?
No.
As a citizen of bumfuck nowhere, did you get your government ID?
No, I don't. I don't have any.
Here's my raised seal birth
I
certificate.
don't.
Oh,
Oh shit. Oh
Okay,
no.
What?
I forgot. Oh.
For the rest of you, you do have that for you know
For
for
work
characters
purposes.
Where the
like
fuck did this come from?
for
Oh no,
Ezak,
not you.
for Dimitri, for
You're in jail.
Mogan, for Soot. All four of you do have documentation. Absolutely, you guys were either
Company
from
ID.
were from decently large towns or cities, which you do have to have like some sort of documentation. You don't present it often, but it's if you're traveling to another city, it's something you put in your bag. Where you have it. This is for something you decide if you would have any.
Definitely not. No.
Side quest. Get Mooley and
We gotta go to the
state
Hey.
ID.
All right, Mulian, smile for the camera.
Go to the DMV, guys.
That guy. Yeah, she would
You'll
tell.
need that for
She
your
would
return
look
trip.
at him like with
We
sad
should
eyes, and be
totally
like,
print
"No,
out
I
and
do not."
laminate our state IDs for
It's okay.
fucking
Have any.
Dragonspire.
Is there anything
Dragon
Put them in
Spire
your
and
wallets, though, behind
What?
your
Is
driver's
there anything
license.
you'd like us to put in your
So
record?
when you get pulled over,
Oh,
I get arrested.
hand them like
Anything you'd
Your
like?
driver's
Statements,
license,
anything
your
like
PDA
that?
card.
I
And
didn't
also
know it
your
was the
D&D
prince.
How long have you been in Dragonspire?
Literally, just yesterday we just arrived.
I should have asked Alfred if he knows anything about legal code of the city.
Alright.
Yeah,
How
dude,
do
I
you
told
to the
you.
city?
Fuck.
The airship.
Do you know the name of the
She's a
ship?
human. I'm sure she'll be fine.
One second, I wrote all this fucking shit down.
Did they get preferential treatment?
No, they get the baseline treatment. Everybody else does not.
Cloud jumper.
Cloud jumper. Thank you.
Cool, cloud jumper.
It wasn't
Give me one
In
moment.
this city, there's no such
I'll
thing as
let you
preferential.
guys.
It's fair. Everyone
I'll
else.
let the 5 of you decide what you guys are doing in the morning, and I will be right back.
Alright, we're gonna get there.
Unless you have other
Oh, God.
means of.
We're gonna
have a
see how
headache.
much
Make
it
it
is.
Right,
and then we're
okay,
gonna
so
go
attack
from there.
strategy. So we need to coordinate our efforts if things go south very quickly. We'll need to
Right,
cover
so-
our faces
Okay.
immediately
We're
so
not
we're unidentifiable.
attacking a jail.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
not breaking her out. We're gonna do it. See if we can do it the legal way first, and then we'll go into
Okay.
I
it.
just
do
bought
you
this
know any
bottle of lava.
lawyers?
What am I supposed to do with this?
I
I-
don't
Save it for
know.
later.
Do you know any lawyers in the city? I do not know any. Do you?
Not
You would
in
definitely
this
know some
city.
lawyers in the city.
I could discuss with Alfred, but we kind of already left the house. I
Don't
mean, we kind of panicked and got dragged out. I didn't think of it in time. Let's go and see what happens. Let's see what the cost is to bail her out, and if we need to, then we'll go back and we'll look into other resources about possibly getting her a defense.
Can I just make a guess here? She shot the prince. I imagine there will be no bail.
I was worried
That's
about
Maybe
just-
because
that's-
she's
that's my
dumb,
worry.
we'll
I hope
get
not.
lucky.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe we can talk to the prince and get him to say that get him to drop charges, maybe, because possibly he feels some sort of sympathy towards a mistake. It was an honest mistake, apparently.
I would hope
Right?
so, but
Yeah.
I don't imagine a chance of getting an audience with the prince is very easy. I've lived in the city for how long, and I haven't seen him very often.
I mean, if it's an audience with
You've lived in the
Person
city
who
for
shot
how long?
him
You haven't
and
seen
a
him, and she
lawyer,
stumbles
maybe.
into him.
seriously.
I know. What are the odds you guys ran into my body double in Gungeon?
Listen, man, a
Maybe
lot of shit has happened.
maybe he'll want to speak with the person who shot him, and we'll get lucky about getting an audience.
Right, because probably Dove will not be able to explain herself out of it
No,
herself.
but we can help
But we
her.
could be legal counsel.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any political influence, but I'm sure that Isaac does.
Everyone stares at Ezek.
Oh, I'm not here. I'll still stare.
Repeat what you said.
Well, that pigeon's just staring at me.
I don't have
Just
any
fine,
political
shoot it
influence,
down.
but I'm sure
I-
that Isaac does in some way. He can speak on behalf of Mr. White and say that, you have
It's
some
okay, just
sort of
ibuprofen,
standing.
hopefully that helps.
That did
voice.
cross my mind to invoke Mr. White's name, but I don't know if Mr. White would want me.
Maybe not directly. You don't have to invoke his name directly. You can say that you are just a person of high standing with some influence. Can we talk this out? Heads do not have to roll over an honest mistake that did not harm anybody seriously.
Is the prince a forgiving man? What is his track record? Does he have one? Like,
I
is he
have no-
known
I
to
haven't
just
heard him.
off-
I have not heard of Prince
People?
Alexander.
You told me that a captain threw a man over a ship for being a stowaway, correct? Well, he did attack a member of the crew, but you'll notice that most of the crew didn't bat an eye.
Well, that was an isolated event. He had power over his own ship. He did not have power over the influence of White.
Every time you
said
say
white again.
power, it sounds like powder. Like baby powder.
Powder?
No, you
What?
saying I know you're saying power, but it sounds like powder.
Power. It's
Like,
very
okay,
fortunate
like-
that I know how to roll my R's.
I'm hoping we can go in there and talk this out.
Is she entitled to something like a
Financial
trial?
compensation?
Selena would
Does
like.
J.G. Wentworth know anything about this?
She didn't develop Woodroth as a
Gee,
child,
Wentworth.
working in a certain mine. She was not entitled to financial
No,
compensation.
is she entitled to a trial, or is it the
I-
crown supersedes everything?
I think as a human, she is probably going to have some sort of trial, but knowing the circumstances, it is probably going to be very stacked in one direction if we do not talk to him before the trial occurs. Or talk to a representative of him, because I doubt that he will show up to his own trial as a victim of the crime. He has much better things. He'll send some sort of political liaison to represent him.
I'm not asking for help from Mr. White, but what is Mr. White's relationship with the prince? Does he have a relationship with the prince?
Or the monarchy in general? Does he have a
She's
ties?
not familiar with that.
Okay. Okay.
Trying to dance.
Wow, you know how it feels now to not know something.
Can you explain to me the political intricacies of your city?
All right, I'm gonna make this shit
roll
wonderful.
Roll a political
Roll it.
intricacy.
Roll a wisdom check.
Okay.
Wisdom check. All right.
$14.
And so it was.
14. What's the question?
What did you just
It was
do?
so the actual question
Did you
was
just drop
how involved
food in
is Mr. White with the crown? Does he have a
That's how I
rapport
went
with the
like
crown?
this.
He's not exactly a rapport, but he definitely has some swing to his name.
I only got it on my pointer finger, but that was
Do I get the
That was
impression from
stupid.
Mr. White from my previous relation with him that should this go completely south, I can invoke his name to at least get a more favorable outcome?
You could, but at what cost?
I see.
His name definitely has a lot of weight to it, and you carry things on you to help you get into certain buildings and stuff, especially when you're running errands for him. You could definitely swing his name, and it definitely does stuff, especially with the papers that you have on you to back up your claims. But
Mr. White might not be happy.
do you want? It's your decision if you're going to be like, hey, this girl who just attacked the prince.
Does Mr. White have close ties to the monarchy?
He keeps them at arm's length.
Got it. Okay.
They see him very much within the same scope of most of the other hierarchy and most of the other upper class, but he is not a fan of the upper
It
class.
sounds almost like a rivalry between like.
They like him, but he plays the part whenever he's at an event. But
Okay.
he is not a fan.
he's known to go against the grain occasionally.
He's
It'll
not a
close.
fan of them. They are a fan of him.
Is it safe to assume that the fact that she wasn't executed on sight, a good sign that that she's not like completely hopeless?
If it means she either, given what they said, either she did not hit him hard, or because if she had, or if she did, that they're just going to make a public sight out of her.
I hope it's option A. All right, guys. Although, given the questions, I do believe that the fact that she wasn't executed immediately, either she might have hit him, maybe he barely felt it, and it was just the audacity of attacking the prince. Based,
A technicality.
yeah. Morgan, do you know if she attacked the prince like in like out on the street? Was it an alleyway?
It was on a street.
It was on the street.
Were there people around?
Yeah.
I'm worried that you can't exactly have people attacking the prince in the middle of public. If it was in like if it was a dark alleyway, maybe he would have been like, "Get off me, you bug," and throw her off, kind of thing. But we just gotta hope they don't make a spectacle of her.
I hope so.
Am I familiar with legal code, or do I know if Alfred or someone else from the manor is?
Alfred is semi-familiar, given his standing and how long he's been working for Mr. White, and how long he's been in the city. What kind of thing are you trying to figure out?
I would is she allowed a trial, or is it like if they wanted to just skip it and go straight
Is she
to?
guaranteed a trial in some way?
There again,
Is it like? Is it? Oh, okay.
Trial is not guaranteed. If the crown chooses, they can just sentence without having.
Does the train pass by the Grand Manor? By Mr. White's?
No, it does not. But there is Mr. White's home is actually relatively close to the Israel, and also there's mail up there. Mr. White's home is actually relatively close. You guys are right now, as far as you guys are concerned. Wahoo! You guys all started in the main hub and went 2 stops up into the military district. He is in the upper class district right here, in the next district over.
But wait, the camera couldn't see that.
You still can't see because it's out of focus.
Oh.
It's like a big blur.
Yeah, it's just white.
Mr. White.
if you guys want,
Mr. White.
Mr.
we
White.
can go back to Mr. White's manor. We could try discussing with Alfred, see if he knows anything. He would know more than I do.
Right now, you don't have enough. You don't have anything to even ask him.
Can we just
Oh,
call
okay,
Mr. White?
never mind. Yeah, we'll go straight to.
Mr.
You have already all
Mr.
gone.
Sheffield!
You have already all gotten on the train and have bought your tickets and hopped across. You guys are all. There are upper class tickets. You guys, I'm assuming everyone purchased the ones for 3 silver, which were your standard class ticket, which normally is 2 silver per stop. But you guys had a bunch of tickets.
I have a company credit card. I'm in the best knock.
But there is also one above that, and then there's one above that for depending on what stop you arrive at across the city. But the 2 silver per stop is the cheapest one, depending on some of the one from the market to the Skyport, which is really short, is 1 silver. And then there are some other ones that are 1 silver, but longer stints are generally 2, and then per each stop. For anybody who needs to know that kind of information. But you all arrive into the military district. Soot is not super familiar with this area. Given I do not...
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You would not even... given your sister and given this is literally on the exact opposite side of the city. It's the military. You would not want to be spending your time here in the slightest bit.
Ash tells me stories of times that she's come here and then immediately had to leave, as soon as she gets here.
You've seen it because you don't really find yourself ever having to enter this city other than if you've ever had to do line work on the line that goes in there, or the entertainment district is on the part of that borders the military district.
Right.
So
So
when
I've
you're in
seen
the
it.
entertainment district, you do see it, and there is a heavy state change in architecture. Where when you guys get off in this one, everything is very blocky, it's
Utilitarian.
very utilitarian built.
Every
Much
building
more
a fortress.
more
Every
akin,
building a defensible position.
more akin to the dwarven architecture in the dwarven district.
Oh, really?
A lot more sturdy, heavy duty built. A lot of iron.
Are the dwarves a significant part of the military in
No.
Dragonspire? No, they
Not
aren't
even
at
a
all.
little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually rad.
They take cues from us, but not really.
as far as architectural, yeah.
Right,
They basically
yeah.
you guys know how to build a fort.
Yeah.
You guys
But
know how
we
to
aren't
build
willing
into,
to let
you guys know
you
how to build
fight.
into a mountain. We will
See, people,
gladly
they take our architecture, they take our culture, they take our utility, political screed. Let's move on.
Let's go to jail.
Please explain to me the political.
I don't think you get out much.
Does this cart have bar service or something? Motherfuckers, I
Not in this
am
class.
reverting to my actual. I started my life saying I will put myself apart from all the other dwarves. I will be everything that they're not. I will show people that dwarves are everything else other than what they say they are. But right now, I'm really.
Do I know if there's like a gift giving event for dwarves? Because I'm gonna give them a flask.
There's
A gift giving event? It
I
could be
can
any
No, is
day
there
of
like a
your fucking life.
Christmas? Is
I
there like
can-
a birthday
The
thing?
entire
I
month
can
of
guarantee
October.
you.
Got
No.
it. I'm waiting for October. You're getting a giant
I
flask.
can guarantee you the city would never have any sort of
Okay, sitting on the train car and comfortable across from Soot, Mulligan looks at Soot and goes, I think you set your expectations for yourself too high. You're one dwarf.
Damn.
That might be where your issues are coming from.
Damn!
That'll be 250 gold for the therapy.
As the train continues to travel.
What would be for you guys about a 45-minute walk takes about 10 minutes in the train.
Oh, wow.
So right across. You guys arrive.
See, I did that, motherfucker.
I built the
I
train.
built
with these
this.
hands.
We built this city.
It took me 3 days to make that potato salad.
Where the other $80,000
That
go?
potato salad fed everyone.
Can I have Ezak make a survival check or intelligence in order to find your way to the jail?
Do I at least get any food while I'm in jail?
If I remember
you
right,
arrived late that night, nothing in the
I
night.
think
in the
it's
morning.
towards the 16th Avenue.
What'd you get?
16.
16. Yeah.
There are not avenues in
You
this city.
have-
The city is
You
built like a
have been
fucking
to the jail
catacomb.
in order to deliver documents a number of times. Had to either pick up documents or deliver them, both for helping. You've had a number of jobs. In fact, there's one coming up pretty soon where the job is protecting witnesses. They are being brought to this district as they are about to
You're
give
in jail.
testimony to trial.
Oh.
This is why you're in jail.
But you know exactly where to go, and it is a not too far away from where the train is. A little bit, but you can see that there's a much heavier security to get on the train in this district. Getting off is really easy. You guys can get off very simply, and there is.
So it's like I have a bomb. Actually, that would be Ash.
I don't know. I might have picked up something from Ash.
I don't know. I'm beeping. I don't know.
Hey, can my aberration?
Nobody
please get
call
on the train,
anybody near me. Don't use the sending stone.
I miss
Is that dynamite, or are you just happy to see me?
It is
Please
dynamite.
need to go.
It is definitely dynamite.
We cast Fireball at 9th level, blow the building.
Oh, God.
But you all arrive and are standing
That's an
outside
85-foot
of
fuse
the
that's
jail.
on fire.
Yay, I'm outside the jail.
You're outside already?
No.
Oh. All right, guys. I guess we should.
She's outside. Oh God, run!
All right, go inside.
You were greeted by a clerk behind the door. Good morning. How can I help you?
Mom, this is you.
Hello, I'm looking for my daughter. She was brought in last night, Dove Silvershade.
Yes.
Yes, that's how you say it. Good job.
She's currently being charged with aiding a criminal, assaulting the crown prince, and failure to have documentation.
Oh, that's a new charge I didn't know about.
How much is bail going to be?
Bail for her is currently set at 400 gold.
Done.
Hey, Mom, what about my inheritance?
She was in the rabble carriage with the rest of us.
I just put the bag down.
Wait, so you didn't bat an eyelash when you paid 4 silver? Okay.
No!
Right, mark off 400 gold
I
pieces.
did.
Those are being put towards bail.
Yep.
Okay. She's being released to you. Trial is set for in 2 days.
Oh, gosh.
If she does not arrive, your bail is forfeit.
Is the trial back here?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
She is not allowed to leave the city.
Do you know where in the city we could apply for? You said she didn't have her papers.
Yeah, she said she does not have any papers proving her identity.
Do I recall where they could try to get some papers in the city that could be verified, or does it have to be where they're from?
I gotta get my driver's license.
Permit to drive a cart.
Here's your license for a horse.
Normally, wherever their hometown is would have like some sort of documentation of where they are.
Is there such thing as a work visa? Because if she's under Mr. White's employ,
Is there such thing called a green card?
There is a work visa, especially for questionable races, where other people vouch for them. Whether it be not like halflings and stuff like that, more in the more obscure areas.
Orcs.
What?
Orcs.
No, orcs are not allowed.
talk about that.
No, not allowed. But more like Asimar and Genasi and stuff like that, where you can have an outside claim and be like, hey, yeah, no, this is this, and it makes it easier for them to enter and stuff like that. So that could possibly, most of that would be done within the military district.
Okay.
Either that or the finance district.
I will have to talk to Luna first.
Wrong person.
Wrong campaign,
No.
bro.
Luna.
Oh.
Oh.
Or you could go to option number 3.
Mr. White.
No.
Oh.
Option number 3.
Oh, yeah. Got option
That
number 3.
could
Option number 3.
definitely work.
What's option number 3?
I'll keep that in my back pocket.
That is an option for you.
No.
Does she gotta be a hoe? Like, what is option
But right
number
now,
three?
if she has nothing
She's a
proving
child.
who she is, it's going to be
Yeah, she
hard
is.
to then get documentation.
She's
I'll try
plenty of age
pursuing the other
according to
routes
the.
first.
Because
What-
right
what's
now,
the
as
legal
far as
age
you
of
know,
consent
if she had to
in
get
Dragon's Fire?
documentation within the city, she has no family, she has no friends, she's got no
That's
money.
problematic.
So even trying to get like a work visa through Mr. White might be difficult.
It might be difficult because right now
Fuck,
she's
I'm
got
gonna
nothing
talk
and
to you
nobody
now.
to vouch for who she says she is. Other than everyone who just arrived on the airship.
I'm gonna have to pull some favors.
So she arrived in the city the night before.
I just realized medieval.
You're in jail.
I'm out of jail.
You're in jail.
So
I'm
she's
out of
got
jail.
Oh, no, no, no.
Really
This is the
was
bill
not
of money.
age of
nothing
Oh.
saying who she
Never.
was.
Like
You sold
until
your
like
cards.
modern
Yeah.
times.
Oh my
Yeah.
Is there a legal age of consent in Dragon's Fire?
for
For what's the age of consent?
Did
in-
you
in Dragon's
actually
Fire?
take
it
his?
depends on the race.
Hell yeah, you did.
Depends on the. Wow.
What the fuck?
All right.
Can I get my
All
wallet
right.
back, please?
Okay.
Yeah, there's races who they're kobolds who
Well,
live till they're like
yeah,
10.
that's true.
So the age of they reach maturity really early on.
Alright, do I get my little
My badge would be
juvie
nice.
Oh,
Hi.
I don't have that.
What?
And then there's other things that you know,
I guess not.
like the age of consent for like a turtle is
You're
much
very
older. They
expensive.
age slower.
Really?
Yeah.
How was I supposed to know?
Oh yeah.
Do I get my
Depends on,
butt stuff
the
back?
rate.
Alright.
What elves
It's
declare their
weird.
maturity at
Yeah,
100?
Can I get it?
It's weird
Okay.
living in a
Someone paid
fantasy
fancy
race
release.
society.
You were giving back
You
your
just see
items.
me at the end of the hallway.
Oh my god.
your shadow. It's just a light behind you, but it's just your silhouette. The silhouette of a big black dress.
You're set for trial in 2 days.
Thank you.
She brought that up to me.
Yeah.
Darling,
Oh, Mom.
we have to discuss everything.
Okay.
Let's go. Walk down.
Head hang down, just walking.
Do you have all your things?
Yes.
Okay, good. To the train.
Okay.
Actually, if you guys would like to stop at a local cafe, I wanted to ask you guys a couple questions.
What would the cafe look like in a military barracks?
Yeah.
Everything's made out of concrete and everything's serving like
Go,
Like,
go, go!
solid
Get the fucking
votes.
coffee!
It's a tavern.
What,
You can call it the tavern.
what
It's
district
not-
are you stopping
it's
at
not the
for
cafe.
Sunday or cafe? Or are you stopping at?
I was gonna go one district over to the housing district
Okay, the housing district.
where Mr. White's manor is, like
Oh,
just
the,
in case.
That's
Mr.
the upper
Sheffield.
class.
That's the
Upper class.
Never mind, not there. Stuff's expensive there.
You could go from the military district. You could go south into
South
either
to
the
the-
entertainment or the port district.
Entertainment.
Entertainment district.
Entertainment
oh my God,
district.
Can we go see a show?
I don't think I can afford a show.
I think I might know
I
a
don't
place
think I
in
can
this
afford
district.
anything.
I'd like to
No, I
establish
don't.
her
You can't
defense
afford shit.
first.
I still have it.
Do you want to roll?
Well,
See if
do
you
I know
remember.
any places in this district?
Roll a just roll a d20.
Three.
Three.
Are you a fan of the theater?
I know, I really loved it there.
Nah, it never really
It's
clicked
a
with me.
musical
The
man.
majority of the
I'm a musical man.
the majority of it is shows
Acting,
and
I don't see
stuff
it.
like that.
I don't
you
see much
passed
value to it.
through it because Ash is a fan of some of the stuff, but
Oh.
you've never been one for the.
Ash got cozy with a few actors there for a few years. Whatever. I don't get involved with her. with
But
her.
you do know
What do you
one
mean by
place
cozy?
in there. There's the Pearlstone Brewery, which is in the entertainment district.
To the Pearlstone. It's this
Okay.
way.
It starts to. Oh.
Sure thing.
Well, right as we get off the train. I know a place in this area.
Lead on.
So it's a little tight quarters, okay, every place is, but this place is especially tight quarters because it's a theater. They don't really have that much space to, most of the space is relegated to the stage.
This one was yours. The
How was your
Pearlstone
time?
Brewery,
Did they do
which is
anything?
the repurposed industrial
I just
building.
stayed in the cell. Some
Um,
guy came and
it
asked me
used to be
questions
one,
about
but
my
as the
name,
city
if I had
grew, it
papers,
was
my
eventually
age, my
changed to
height,
transform
my
over.
eyes.
Um,
We have to get.
so they have the front of a
Yeah,
traditional
I
like
had
ale house.
papers, but but they were
and then
taken
anyone
from
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
and I
who
couldn't
knows
get
that
them back.
actually, like, has crafted beers. They've got,
Yeah.
So who would I talk to try to get to break the facade? Is it a person that I can talk to?
Slip
It's
a
kind of
slip
more of a,
some coin into.
because this is in the entertainment district. It's kind of just like you walk up and you just say a thing, and it's like it's not like super on the down low, but it's
I'm looking for my friends and I to procure some drink.
brings in EOH is like what looks like the front side, and you guys are brought back, and the bar has a number of people in it.
There's like a curtain that goes behind.
Just like just very simple. Because they are actually above board, but they still they put on the show for everybody, and they really want to get this off. So it kind of like gives almost like this speakeasy kind of vibe to it as you guys enter in, but it is more of like a brewery like atmosphere, simple seating and tons of different ales and such. Yeah, you guys are all sat down.
So
This
booth is probably the best area to
So we came to this really confined theater. That way we can discuss legal action.
Well, it's a little bit tucked away, but also the theater here is actually pretty good.
Also-
Turn to the person in the balcony next to us. What do you think about Dumb?
Also, some places that are
Criminal.
louder. I imagine places louder and
What?
boisterous.
no, it's actually pretty quiet.
Oh, we
Right now there's not a show going on, so
Oh,
it's kind of tucked away.
Okay. So
But we're confined to like a separate kind of area. There's not really like people can't hear us.
So you have a trial in 2 days.
Yes.
The 3 charges are you assaulted the.
You salted the fields.
Okay, you salted the fields, burned our water supplies, and left a place out to all of our houses.
Yes, I did all that. I'm evil.
You assaulted the prince.
Which I didn't know was the prince.
You assisted a criminal escape,
Didn't know he was a criminal.
and you didn't have any identification.
My papers were stolen when I was young.
You have
I don't
nothing
know
on you.
much.
I have
I
nothing.
don't know much about like legal trials, but I don't think you can plead idiocy.
One of those is is not easy fix, but I can try to help you fix at least the third problem. The other ones we're gonna have to discuss some possible legal defenses to prevent you to keep your head on you.
Sick.
Do the rest of you have? I mean, you're from the city, but I know you all traveled far.
Yeah.
Do the rest? You have papers?
Yeah.
You don't know what they are. Okay.
I know what paper is, but I don't have papers.
We need to find some way
Or
to
you
give you
don't.
some way of identifying yourself
You
if you
do.
get apprehended.
I hope to never be apprehended like Dove over here,
I know.
who shot the prince.
I know.
I didn't mean to shoot the prince. I didn't
It's an
know it was the
unfortunate
prince.
necessity in this city, or else
So
the biggest gang known to the city
one option is
will
to
apprehend you.
one option is to try to like plead your case and start getting through the city through official channels to try to get like papers here, but that would take way too long. It's very expensive, and seeing as neither of you have kin here, that'd be very difficult. Another option would be a work visa if you're all willing to work for Mr. White, but even that option is difficult because again, neither of you have kin, and her trial is in 2 days.
Yeah.
And I'm not allowed to leave the city.
Well, they only know about her papers. They
We
don't know
pa-
about my
wait,
papers. So I'm not a problem.
We,
She's the problem.
we paid the bail. What is the issue?
I still need
Yeah,
a
She has to
trial.
show up to trial.
Yeah, the papers aren't the issue because we paid the bail, so she's fine. We can work on the papers later. We have to figure out the trial.
Right.
But if
and
she
get
were
her
to
legal.
if she were to get papers in between her trial, it would look better. It would look good.
Like
for her
she's
case.
trying to establish
Right.
herself.
Right.
Okay. Well, then we get to her papers, and then we try to find somebody, or one of us,
I do have
to represent her.
I have one follow-up question regarding your papers. Did you tell them they were stolen or lost, or that you just didn't have them?
I think I forgot what I said, honestly. I think I just said I didn't have them on me.
That's a good answer. We can now try to figure out. I might have a way for you to get some papers quickly, to at least be able to look official, and claim that you didn't have them on you. You went back to your house and surprise, you found them. I'll try to see if I can figure out a way to get you your papers tonight.
Can I ask, at this level that it's been taken to, can't the court or whatever reference whatever department would have her papers? It's not like a regular, guard on the street who's demanding to see her papers. This is now escalated.
It's a large bureaucracy. Stuff falls throughout the cracks. That might just say, oh, they didn't know where it was, and that might actually be a plausible story. And can you actually go over the events of exactly what happens? Literally as many details as you can establish.
Yeah, can I get that around for my friends?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a variety as much as you can.
You want six
just
different
we'll,
drinks?
we'll,
or
we'll swap spit. It's fine.
That's fine. All right, we'll bring you more.
Thank you.
I'm not swapping.
Kind of
any
want to meet and
spit.
cheese.
Stop.
Okay, well, you will have one beer,
That's
and
gonna
you will
be,
like the
4
beer.
silver.
Even
I'll have
you don't.
walls.
Thank you. I will pay for it.
That covers drinks for
So
everybody.
I left Morgan because she
Can
went
one
to.
of you guys write this down?
I got the 4 beer.
If you need any details, ask.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got the important part, the 4
Don't worry,
beer.
I will
Thank you.
tell as much as I can, and then
Did you
if
get the meat
you
and cheese
have
platter?
more details, jump in.
No, I didn't get the meat and cheese platter. I got the variety beer from all over the fucking lands.
Which beer did I get?
Sorry, guys.
You just turned to me. You just default to Anchor. You were fine this way. You look at me. It's like fuck.
Look back. Look at me, Mark. Just look at me. The sun's getting real low, big guy.
I bet you think your head's on a dial like Anger.
Ezak, stop talking to Mark.
Shut up!
Mark, it's okay. I have the same
Stop
reaction.
talking to Mark. He's a feral animal. You provoke him, he'll fucking let off on you.
Listen to Dove give her a recount of what had
Mark,
happened.
Mark, it's okay. I have the same
And
reaction.
everything that you said, like,
Okay.
did you apologize? How did you say it? We need to make the story match up for your defense.
So, I left Mom. We're calling her Mom during the trial.
She is your mother.
She's my mom.
I'm gonna need you two for later then.
Okay, sure. I left Mom. She was at the temple. I started walking to the library. As I was walking, I got lost, and then some guy came running after me, pushed me out of the way, and then I saw something flying above head, but didn't put 2 and 2 together. So I kept on walking. I went into a bank for some reason. Thought it was a library, wasn't. It went into the
You
bank.
went to bank mid.
He did not put so. You went into the bank first, and then
Oh.
as you were going through, then you had seen the one guy flying over you multiple times. Other people noticed him, and then guy started pushing you,
And
pushed
then,
past you, and was pushing through the crowd as he was like running through.
like he said. And then, so I finally got to the library, or like the entrance of the library, where I
Never
saw.
made it to the library.
Well, I was getting to the library when I saw some guy jump off a dragon, jump off of it, and land right on top of the other guy, and they started fighting. I didn't know. First, I didn't know it was a prince. First, I didn't know it was a criminal, but I just saw a guy attacking another guy for no reason, and I shot a thing at him, and the guy with this big sword turned back at me, then went back to beating up the guy on the ground, and then I tried to go around all of them, and then I was stopped by guards, and I was captured, and here we are.
So,
What did
so
you?
the 2 guys were on the ground when she shot him. They were on top of each other. The prince was on top of the other guy on the ground, and they were attacking each other in like a grapple kind of situation.
Did you
Yeah.
Did you tell the prince that you were aiming for him?
Did I tell the prince I was aiming for? I actually don't remember that.
I think she did.
You did not say that.
I did not.
You did not apologize. You said, if memory serves me, and we can always check back. If you
Please
I-
don't serve. This is convenient for me if you don't.
I think what
But,
happened was the
you
prince.
did not. He asked, "Why did you shoot me?" And you said, "I did not know who you were. You were attacking this man."
Yeah, that's it. I didn't. I told him straight out. I was like, I don't know who you are. I just
Or
got
are
here.
you willing to say that you hit the wrong person? You were trying to help, but then given the severity of the situation, everything jumping on you, the pressure, and then this large, imposing man who you just like, first of all, just his presence overwhelmed you so much that you just panicked and forgot to apologize first
God,
of all,
please don't let
and
me
just
be my
couldn't get your
lawyer.
story straight.
Oh, God.
She was
As
a
far
better
as-
lawyer.
Please don't let him be my
Sex
lawyer.
is
Fucking
that may work.
patriarch.
Well,
I'd love to hear anybody's better idea than his. If
I
you're
think,
gonna-
Yeah,
I think
please
that's a
do
good
more.
idea.
If anybody,
Honestly,
if you
good
don't
idea.
know crap on it,
It's the
somebody
no.
say-
It's, I'll
somebody
crap
say
on it, but it was
something
the
better.
best defense we possibly could.
This
muster.
extremely
That actually would
big,
probably work.
strong man.
We're so
Like,
scared and submissive.
Yes, exactly.
I was, basically.
Just because Izak has a little bit of a crush on.
Thanks,
the prince
Dom.
doesn't play into it at all.
Yeah.
I
Thanks
don't
for
see
fitting
how
the
it could
stereotype,
work
Dom.
By pampering the prince's
he
ego.
Prince
looks
looks
so
like
strong and
Joe.
imposing and powerful.
Have you seen? The man has fitted armor.
I was
okay, leave it
so
alone.
scared when I
thought you
saw
said you
him.
never
I
saw the
was
prince before.
terrified. I didn't know who
I
the
never
fuck he
said
was. He
that.
just came over me.
Good,
I
go
was
with that.
like,
Go with that,
He
darling.
came all over you.
Oh,
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
The point
No.
is, this
No.
is
Wait, if that's the
That's
case,
not
you
what I
probably
meant.
charge
No,
us
no,
for
no,
rent.
cut that
No.
part
No,
out.
we're not.
obviously don't imply that
Yeah,
you were
try
attracted.
doing that to the prince.
Between the arrest and the
Oh my god.
You were panicked and you said the wrong thing. You thought
It's
you
a right.
apologized. You
It's a
really
right.
did. You're going to be
Dragon's
crying as you say this, and that you just didn't mean to do it.
We can make you cry.
I know I can make myself cry. We'll be fine.
We have this.
Jeez, you
ambush.
people really know
I
how to
will make
play the
myself
game.
I
cry.
cast
Don't worry.
Mage Hand, who gets her eye psionics and poke her in the eyes. You don't see it coming, but you just begin to tear up.
If she
I
says,
just-
if she
I
says
just
anything else
found into
stupid,
the
just
bag
side
of glowing
Skelf and I'm
blue
switching
vial.
with her.
I pull out the golden blue.
But yeah, that's what happened. And then I got arrested, and I was like, dot. And I did tell the prince that his dragon was very cute, though.
That was part of the panic, right?
Yes.
You know, I know
Good.
we're part.
You-
we're-
It actually was
I know
part of
we're
the
in the
panic.
theater, but you humans really know how to act.
Thank you.
I'd like to roll insight if that's a compliment.
Yeah.
It was not a compliment.
I'm so flattered.
You're like 13.
Shut up. It's fine.
Shut up. He's doing an emphasis roll for his own character.
But yeah, that's
Fucking
that's
knows.
what happened. That's my story of what happened. To
So
me.
tell me your revised version.
I panicked and shot at the wrong guy, and then I panicked and didn't apologize, and I called his dragon cute.
I recognized him immediately because I was so intimidated.
I didn't know who he was though.
You're
I
forgetting-
recognized him immediately because he was so intimidating.
But
You
isn't?
forgot the tears.
Oh wait, hold on, wait.
Sorry, Mage Hand. Boink.
No, wait. Dove's got this. Immediately starts crying. She remembered a memory, and she immediately starts crying.
Did she have to roll a performance check or something?
Fuck this. I cast spiritual weapon and poke her in the eye.
Roll a deception check. This isn't.
Oh, I
it
just
could be
wrote performance.
Deception or performance.
All right, 3. It's a 4.
Nothing comes out.
Can I try
She's
something?
just
She's
giving-
actually staring me down.
Yeah, she's just giving you crazy eyes.
Can we try something real quick?
Oh
Take
god,
out the
my eyes
golden-
just dried out. Actually.
I take out the glowing blue vial.
Ow.
Sniff
Do
this.
you have it? No, I have it.
I go through your bag and grab the glowing blue vial.
I'm not sniffing it now. We're not doing the trial.
Do you do it sneakily or in front of her?
What?
Go through her bag.
For my when I snip the glowing blue vial, how long that lasts for what, like
Hour.
We're gonna just
Yeah,
we'll see
That'll
if we,
be fine.
we'll see if we can discuss someone who's much more familiar with court cases than I am. But so far, I think your best bet is you were panicked, you aimed at the wrong person, and you just happened you didn't have your papers on you. You are very sorry. So on, so on.
It was just a rebuttal, man. It was just a rebuttal. That should be your whole defense.
And of course, tears better be coming down.
We have the
I
potion.
like how
I
I
have a
did.
potion. We got a potion for that.
We got a creep.
I didn't add anything to that. At all.
I grab a random beer. How strong is it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not super strong. It's it's good flavor.
Hmm.
I got the variety, so we're tasting beers from all over the land.
You're right.
I
this
didn't
is
know
dry.
how much money you have.
A lot of
so she
imports,
has
a
You're right,
lot
this
of,
is- this
lot
is
of
good
different.
stuff.
This beer's been on the ground.
She's
It's
crying
been
now.
all over the land.
This beer.
Oh,
It
it's
starts,
hurt.
It's been all over the land. There's plants growing in
You
it.
didn't have to pay for it.
it starts its life cycle in the ground.
You
Yeah,
want my
stop.
money now? I have like
All 2
Stop
pieces
it.
you have.
I have like
How's your
7.
mead
I have
coming along?
11.
How's your mead?
What?
How was your mead?
I haven't tasted
I
it.
also I could.
So,
Do you want
I'm
to figure out how to
scared
get
because I
your
have my cat
how to
litter box
get you some
near it.
papers real quick? I only have.
Do I need papers?
I'm hoping that's
It
not
would
absorbing the
definitely
flavor
help.
of the cat litter box.
hope it is.
It would look better for your if you're. We're trying to
It
go
really
for
helps.
sincerity here. We're trying to make it seem like you're actually an upstanding citizen that made a terrible mistake, and she is really, really sorry.
Really sorry.
Like really sorry.
Like I need to cry. All the time.
I think
Oh my
above
God.
that, I
Hey,
think maybe
Vile.
it would maybe help
She
if
won't cry.
we can imply that she has some sort of
No, I think I just have to
Nice.
snip it.
abilities to
Probably
provide
feasible,
to
but it's
the
very sad.
Alright,
to the
we don't
crown.
want her, like,
the crown is looking for
incapacitated.
people who can help its cause.
Sniff it, you'll be sad for like an hour.
Okay.
Possibly.
I agree with you there, but I actually want to make her appear more feeble and incompetent
Okay, that's fine.
because we
I
are
think
because
that
I
would
think
be
it is best to
best.
play the
Oh.
she is like
She
is
was
small.
a firecracker
I'm
that
a
was willing to
5'1",
go off.
20-year-old who looks like a 12-year-old, guys.
We're going to play.
which is
it
what we're
first.
playing with.
She's
At
12
least
years
she
old.
looks
That
like a
is
child.
she's 12 years
I
old.
cast disguise self on Luna and Dove and make her look even shorter.
One thing that we should probably get down to: you called her your daughter. When you do get your documents, you're gonna need to have the same last name as Morgan.
It's good that
What's
you
your
have
last
Change
name,
my
Morgan?
name again.
I was like, can't we just
What if-
can't I just
Can't we hyphenate it? I'm not changing my name again.
can we just
You'd have the
pretend
same
that-
last name.
your
You're a
last
fucking
name?
daughter.
She will
Can't we
adopt
just-
your last name. What is your...
Lestrange.
Okay,
Can we
so
just
she will
pretend
be
that-
Dove
So
Lestrange.
I
you
have
won't
one.
fucking
Just
train.
pretend
She has
that
the
Dad
vote.
had a
She is,
different
it's like
last
when
name
she
and I took
walked
his
in,
last
they
name and you
asked
kept
for Dove
yours.
Silvershade.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah,
What
I
about-
did.
Alright,
What?
I'll
You
throw
fucked up.
out
Oh,
the
you're divorced.
silver
You're divorced.
shade.
You're
But I
divorced.
did
That's
say
your
that
maiden
my-
name.
that-
I was about to say
Yeah,
divorce.
there you
I
go.
didn't
There we
ask
go,
for
there
my
we go.
mom's
There you go.
name.
I was gonna
They
say,
just
what
asked
if
who
you
I
say
like
Silvershade
who I'm
was
in
the dad's
contact
last
with,
name?
and I
And
said
I
mom,
said
but
I'm here
She
for
asked
my
for your-
daughter.
They did ask for your name.
they asked for my name, but they never asked for Morgan's name.
They didn't
She
ask
just-
for my last name.
they didn't ask for the last name.
We're also saying that you
Oh,
guys are divorced
they
if we
didn't
go more.
ask.
Also,
They didn't
what
ask
if
for
you
your
just
last
say
name.
that-
Yeah.
what if
So
you
your
say-
last
like
name
that
is now
divorce.
Silvershade.
Like
Yeah,
they
they
got
yeah, they're
divorced.
divorced and then
Can
adopted
I
her.
be divorced?
Can I just-
Divorced. I'm not changing my name, darling.
Yeah, no,
What if you
keep your
just say
name. I'll
that
just
her
be like
last name is
Dad.
the
my
dad's
father-
last name and you never
That's,
changed
that's what we're saying.
Do you have a marriage certificate when you got married?
Yes, I do.
You ever heard
do?
of Kiss? You
And
guys have ever
Silvershade?
heard of Kiss?
No, we're not. I didn't actually
Keep it
marry
simple,
her father.
stupid.
I'm just saying. This is
Oh,
easily
they're
thwarted.
talking about
Kiss.
Like with
Yeah.
lips?
Keep it simple, stupid.
Oh,
Right.
oh God,
No, kiss.
God, fucking damn
Kiss.
No.
No.
Are you playing a lute? What the fuck are you doing?
I don't want
No,
to.
What were
they
you
did the thing
doing?
From Dungeons and Dragons movie as the faces.
Oh,
It's melting.
Okay, can we?
Yeah.
All right,
We'll get her papers and a lawyer.
let's start
Do
a
you
day and
want
get me papers.
To get papers by the same means.
I want to go the right way to get papers. Is this the right way or is this the quick way?
Quick.
I'm planning on doing good things in this city. I want to go the right way.
Roll a
Cupcake Pop Tart.
roll a d20 and add your intelligence.
Also, write that down. I want to do things the right way. Okay.
Only
Yeah,
likes
we
to do
keep it in
things
your
the right
notes.
way.
10 exactly.
10 exactly. Possible. Gonna be hard. Not just because he has nothing, but because he's green.
Oh.
I'm too tall to be a goblin, too short to be an orc.
Exactly.
Yeah, I never forgot that.
I also have that written down for you.
In this city, I think that would be very difficult.
Not about he's a gift with none.
You don't look human in this city. I'm afraid that would be very difficult for you.
Sook doesn't look human. Sook's like, well, actually, you're pretty fucking tall.
I was
for a
about to
dwarf.
say, he's like,
I'm sorry. No,
he's
you're,
act-
no, you're pretty tall.
he's
for a dwarf.
canonically taller than I am.
Listen.
And up.
It's pretty funny.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
Listen,
that's right.
I'm kind of an anomaly between a dwarf and a human. Okay, my parents were both dwarves,
You're
but
taller than you?
no, we're the same
Oh,
size.
okay.
You're
She's,
five-
We're the
no,
same
you're
height.
5'3". She's 5'1".
You're
Oh,
taller than
okay.
me by 2
I'm the
inches.
same height as
I'm
you.
like 6'2".
Oh, never mind.
And you're
I'm
5
the
foot.
same height as somebody.
You're
Maybe I was
shorter
the same
than
height
Dove.
as
No,
Izak before
no,
he
I think
died.
I was like
God,
5'5"
he's
or
6
something,
foot.
but like,
What?
How high is Dimitri?
Dimitri's 6 foot.
Oh.
Isaac is 5 foot nothing.
oh yeah,
Why
I'm
are
5
you all so short?
Wait,
I'm
the
not.
new
I'm 6'2".
version. The new
No,
version.
No, they were
Size
both
you.
5 foot.
Oh, they're both 5 foot.
You,
I thought I was the same
a
size as
a
someone.
changeling can change their size.
Because being
I'm
tall gives you no
5'9".
benefit, but being small, you can fucking fit into small places.
Well,
All right.
no,
Katie.
well, there's a
Ah.
threshold
I'm 5'9".
though when you're
I'm not 6
considered
foot.
small.
Well, when I originally wrote this down, you said 6 foot.
I don't know why. I'm looking at it right here. It says 5'9".
Mulian. In
Yeah.
addition, like
Listen,
the biggest
stop
thing is the fact that
stereotyping me based on
you're
my
not
race,
human. But
okay?
the other thing is also like you have
Fucking
no
racist.
accomplishments in the city as of now.
Fucking racist.
I just got here.
I know, but like
Oh my god.
getting your papers would be very difficult
Well,
by
Who
official
knew the one
means.
green
so
man
what?
would be the
Like I
racist?
can just be here, but like not be allowed to be here.
I mean,
Nobody has stopped me.
Dove literally attacked a prince, and the fact that she didn't have papers made that list of crimes.
No, I understand.
They
that.
might stop you, and if you so much as get stopped once, you're gonna be held. You're gonna be in the same prison she was in.
But nobody even batted an eyelash when I walked through. When I walked through the gates. But you're telling me that if at random they stop me, I'll be in trouble.
I mean, should anything go? Is there stop and frisk here?
Yeah, 100%.
There's sometimes.
Right now, your best bet is that nothing has stopped him because every time he's done it surrounded by all of you. And that when he entered the city, it was on an airship, and the second time
We
he
have
entered,
been
he left with all of you,
extremely
and
lucky.
came back with all of you within an hour. So every time he's been around the city and also just entering the military district, all of you are around him. He is traveling with a group right now.
Right now, seeing as you're with us, you came from an airship. You've been traveling by train. You've been surrounded by us.
There will be an inevitable point where they will stop you, and they will find any reason to detain you.
So shouldn't
Put
it be
you
as
away.
simple as me just
Can
going
we
and applying
start
for
going
papers?
to the district where I need to get
I've
It'll
done
take a
nothing
lo-
wrong. I
It'll
helped
take a
the
long
lady.
time.
Should
It will
we-
take
Should
a,
we? Hey,
I
hey.
wish it was that easy.
Hi.
Okay,
Hello.
if it takes a long time.
Dove is asking a question. Should we start going towards the place to get my papers so it doesn't close?
They're like,
Yeah, and my papers.
this place is not going to close.
I don't know. I don't know this place.
What do you know?
Also, I'm just gonna take some more of that. Thank you.
What are you talking about? Why do you keep drinking my beer, man? I'm fucking.
No, I was going for the
enjoying
one
my
over
beer.
here. That's your beer.
Oh,
I'm going over
okay,
here.
sorry.
It's mine.
You can take
You
mine.
have fantastic taste.
Does everybody like their beer or
I'm not a fan
what?
of IPAs.
What? Okay, well then switch it to somebody else.
This is filled with cat litter.
The fuck?
Drink it, Andres.
Come on. Usually the beer here is fine. It's a lot of different flavors.
I
Okay.
don't like this one as much, but it's pretty
Ah!
good.
It was water.
Was it?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Not water.
This takes beer from a lot of the different places that are not even near Dragonspire at all. They take imports. They take
Where do they get their
locally.
imports?
From my
locally
knowledge of the
brewed.
other
No, no,
places,
no,
guess
we're
it'd be
going to
smarter
the
for me to go in
papers.
alone
What
first,
imports
or
do
should
we
I
get?
bring them?
You need to bring whoever is getting the paperwork done.
Hi, I need to go. Let's
Write
go
them
now.
down.
Let's start
I
walking.
wrote down different
Um,
drinks, but not this.
I'm okay with my
Not for this
papers
place.
taking longer if that's the way that it has to go
I'll do
to
it.
be
I'll go
legal.
with-
That's fine. I don't have a
ChatGPT
problem
right
with being stopped and telling them that my papers are in the process and showing them something that they give me. I don't have a problem. I'm under the employment of Mr. White. Hey, that's what Mr. White told me, so I'm doing work with you.
But
In
still,
fact, we're kind of like brothers, but closer.
most people get their papers before they come to the city to work for them. Since you didn't have the papers before entering Mr. White's employ, even once you officially sign that contract, even being in the process isn't going to be enough to prevent the guards from grabbing you and taking you wherever.
Well, what's the worst that happens? I just get a fine
You get your head chopped off.
for not having papers in the city?
Yep.
For being in the
You saw
application
exactly
pro-
what happened on the ship. Just imagine that on a bigger scale.
So, how does someone get papers?
I know, well, the ways are
How does somebody from outside of the city get papers?
work for someone and apply for papers before ever even coming here. I know another place where we can try. If you guys want to go that route, I'll take you there.
It's
I
not
just
you
want to
guys,
go
it's
get my
just him.
paper, please.
I guess I'll have to go that route, and I would like Mr. White to advocate for me and maybe get me papers as my real person.
I mean, once you have papers, you won't need more real papers.
No.
You get the real papers, but
Because-
just quicker and sloppier.
Above table, the clerk's office is not gonna have fucking record of this shit. Okay? It's gonna be fake.
But it's
Fake and-
sloppy!
Fake and stupid.
You really think
Okay.
this... Well,
Back in
how
the game.
organized do you think the city is? Back in.
Pretty organized. I mean, there's a huge district with a railway.
Joe,
What? Why
Joe,
did you just say
you
that
are
randomly?
tapping into exactly what the fuck I was talking about with the intricacies of trains in this fucking universe. I don't know how trains work in this universe. You don't know how fucking bureaucracy works in this universe.
Andres, you roll for you work for Mr. Right. Roll a d20 check, and I can give you information.
Do it. 12.
12.
This has been rolling really well.
Yeah. So what information are you looking for, right?
Papers.
If he's working for Mr. White in the process of getting the papers and he's arrested, would that be an acceptable excuse to prevent him from being arrested?
The thing that is going to make it actually that is going to go for his favor over Dove's is that he's green and that his papers, in order to get, if you wanted to forge them, would be way easier to forge because they don't have This is a large city and they do have records of everybody born in the city. But other cities, other towns, they don't got records of that stuff, and there's really no way of mass communication between them. So somebody like
I just remembered something.
for somebody like Dimitri, for somebody like Morgan, they have whatever their city or town's paper is. The Crown does not have that. They have ways of trying to authenticate it, but it's just some basic stuff on authenticating the process. It's not. But the thing that goes for him is the authentication is going to be a bitch because for them, because they would have nothing to base it on.
Could I actually see yours and your papers real quick? I want to give an example.
I don't have papers.
All right, looks like you're coming with me too.
His would probably be actually the easiest over Dove's because Dove's, wherever she has to be coming from, either the same place as her, something else. He could be some obscure village and is some obscure place. So his papers could be something totally different.
He could be.
And I was born here.
Nowhere.
Dove,
Actually, I'm from the west.
your
thanks.
papers are going to be a bit
east.
more
East.
difficult.
Sorry, no, I'm from the
because
east. Yeah, the west. Is,
Your papers
yeah.
need to look exactly like these.
You're Mullion from
Since you're
the
her
east.
daughter, which you're from a more well-known place.
The east side.
But see, these papers, they weren't born in the city. They don't have records of the papers from the people here. Getting papers by other means and quicker means, they won't be able to identify it. They'd have much more difficult time figuring out that maybe they're not necessarily real.
So Dragonspire doesn't trade with anyone. They don't trade with any outside
They trade
cities.
with a lot of different places.
I mean,
So
given
then
given
They have
Everyone who
a
enters this city doesn't
water port. They have an airport. They have trains that they're trying to expand outside of the city. They trade with a lot of different places. They're one of the biggest
Right.
metropolitan areas in the entire.
So I can't imagine that Dragonspire has papers for all of these people that enter their gates.
They
Because
have
they trade
some
with
sign, some kind of way to verify that it is them that they are dealing with.
Well, how do I get one of those verifications? If it's so hard to get a verification for Dragonspire City
I can
citizenship.
write to my brother-in-law.
I was given
and
one when
get
I
him to
was.
mark up papers for her from where I'm from.
You're a citizen.
how long would that take?
I was a citizen, but not only that,
If we
I was
say
very
they're on their
useful to the
way,
Empire
we
at a very
requested
young
them.
age. So I
At
was
least they
given
know it's in
a way
process,
of
and then she'll have
not
papers
having
as
any
fast as the
issue
mail can
with
happen here.
me living in the city and working and all of that stuff.
If being born here wasn't enough, you had to be useful as well.
I mean,
Were you born?
Yeah,
Were you born
I
here?
don't think the
It's-
papers are
I thought you were born
papers
here.
in
I was.
It's just
Ask the people that were born in the
it'll help her case.
old
And if we say it's in
decrepit
process, we requested them
poor
from where?
district.
Where
If they
from?
have any sort of uniform way of distinguishing themselves. It's a lot more
It seems like
loose
to me that our best
there.
defense is her character. That
Yeah, so
she's
she can-
sincerely
So you're
a
saying from the
good
poor
person.
As
Only
long as
No.
on the stand she
No.
can
because most
you know,
likely
do
you would
that,
not
she'll be able
originate
to
from
do
there.
that, then we can say
It's
that
better to say that you
we
originate
requested
from
copies of
outside the city.
papers on our journey here. I didn't realize she lost them. We can say that. Request a new copy. Have them here in a few days.
I can have papers for her and just I can have a paper for her with like by the trial.
It's an option.
It is an option.
So if I do these papers things, I do want to apply for like actual papers, and I want the papers that you make me that are clearly forged to be a different name than the papers that I will actually apply with the city.
That will cause
I was
issues.
not paying attention at
I
all.
feel like that
Like,
will cause issues in the
Oh,
future.
God left us.
Why do you think so?
If somebody finds your forged papers, they will
you.
find some sort of discrepancy and say
That's fine. I'll break
these
it.
two names are different, these two dates are different, these two origins are different. They're
Well,
completely,
Tell me when we're
and they will find some reason why they will nail you.
Well,
It needs to be either one or the other. Either
Well,
completely forged, and there's no way to verify that they are forged in any way, like their origin, they will never be able to find where you come from, or they have to be completely legitimate and above board and everything.
Well, these forged documents, is the government going to know, or is this just going to be strictly a piece of paper with my name on it for the guards?
The government
Depends on who we deal with.
the government may let's say you get caught doing something and say you're not supposed to. I trust that you're not going to try to, but should something go wrong, if you give them more incentive to look into the papers and they look really deep, even the good news is that since you not from being from a place they're not familiar with, it'll be difficult for them to prove they're not real.
We solved it.
Which is why I think that just getting forgeries would be your best option.
I think that I should maybe do the forgery that the government has no idea about for the sake of the guards under a name that isn't my actual name while I'm waiting in the process under the employment of Mr. White for my actual citizenship under my real name. So a similar name for the forged document, but not the exact same name.
We're still in the tavern talking about this.
Yes.
My God.
I think that's probably my best option.
But should you try to get the papers through the employments, it would be longer and it would be through much more official channels.
Yeah.
Which would give them more reason to look
How
much
was the
deeper
food in
into you.
jail?
Your best chance
Okay.
is to just have papers from your own hometown.
Well, what's wrong with them looking deeper into me? I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't shot a prince.
You also didn't help an escaped criminal.
I didn't know he was a criminal.
Right, listen, let's not pick on her.
Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Go get the papers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Stop
wanna
talking
become-
about this and let's get the papers.
I want to become a citizen of Dragonspire. I don't want to be just someone who floats in and out of Dragonspire.
I think you should have the fake papers be your real papers from your hometown. If you would like to become a citizen of Dragonspire, you can still do that under your official name. It's just papers from your hometown. They have no way to verify it's not your hometown's papers.
Oh, so it's not going to be Dragonspire papers that are being forged.
They would be your hometown's papers or something that they would believe are your hometown's papers.
And your hometown
What happens if you don't have a hometown?
You say your
Then-
hometown is from.
Then that would be fantastic because they can never prove it's not real. The papers are not real. It's a big world out there. I'm
Then
sure
where
there
did
are
the papers-
there are quite few places that Dragonspire has not been in contact with.
Then where did the papers come from?
Your hometown, the same place you came from.
I just want to go
Seems like a
So-
loophole.
stupid papers.
Circles of influence.
All right. Where are you going?
Papers. Where's the papers?
Zach, where are you leading them to first?
I would take them back to our home base, and then I would take these three to the foxhole.
All three of them?
Well, hey, did you guys like the beers here?
The beer is delicious.
This
Okay.
was very good.
You had the straight knife pilsner. You had
The hell is
the junction porter.
The fuck was in
I had
it?
grass.
You had grass. You had the goblet ale,
Nice.
and Mike.
Thanks.
Hey, Mike. You had the Skyline
Is there
Stout.
anything Dimitri,
Thank you.
Is there anything Dimitri and Soot would like to do?
I'm gonna die.
All right, roll it.
No, I need papers. You can't just die.
Oh my god.
D100?
Roll it. No, just Soot.
Oh,
What about me?
No.
You don't want to die.
I wanna die.
You want to roll a die?
77.
You rolled a 3 last time. You were
I
closer.
did, yeah.
Rolled a
I
12.
was closer to death then.
Very closer to that. Okay, so you're able to get across the city.
Back to the monster bolt dead.
Or you can just you'll be actually.
I had like
You just see
I
the
had messed
glowing
feeling on
smile.
off the whole time.
As you guys are on your way, is anybody taking the train or you walk?
How far is it?
It's not that far. It's
Should we walk?
45 minutes walking. From here, 30
You guys
minutes.
walk.
Great, thank you.
2 of you head back to the manor. The 4 of you head to the foxhole. You know the way, and you had all actually had been there the night before, or the day before that, where you had discussed it while waiting. So you all four of you arrived at the foxhole.
Is Daneem working the bar?
What?
Is Daneem working the bar?
Is Namir working the bar?
Rarely works the bar.
Yeah.
He's often there, but they don't trust him behind the counter. He's got little big hands and small space.
Daneem!
How are you, buddy?
Give him a hug.
Give you
I
2
tell you
days
about
in
the
a
sweet
row.
boy, but
This
they
is the
can
best
study
day
well.
ever.
How does his back hold up with this hug?
It was very smart, very booky. So you can
He actually
study
snaps
with
it in place.
What am I
Yeah,
sitting
he
for?
fixes it
Every time he picks you up, you
I
get a
don't
nice
know.
back
This
crack.
whole time.
Yeah.
He knows the right amount of pressure to
Yeah.
squeeze.
You had osteoporosis. Now
Fine,
you have
I won't make you
osteoporosis.
friends.
I'm actually here to go see. I'm actually here to see
You have
Downstairs.
messed
What
feeling.
was his name?
Times 2.
What? You developed asthma? I don't
Jasper,
know.
hold on, Jasper.
Was he nice?
So
He was so
you
sweet,
take the
darling.
3
I
of
think
them.
you'd be
I would
lovely
actually leave them in the
friends.
bar
Okay.
first and say, I'll be back for you
He's always
guys.
at the library, apparently, so I was
You
like,
head
"Where's the place
downstairs.
for you?"
I head
Oh, I
downstairs
still
alone.
need to go to the like. When did I go to the library again?
I have
Fox
no
will
idea.
be finding.
Oh, I remember.
what are you looking for?
The fox, since he
I
was in
remember.
front last time.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Y'all trying to get some library gear.
Not for me.
What?
Mark!
It's okay, we have it recorded.
What? That
We
was-
can double check.
17.
Yeah.
17.
That was
You
such-
see him
I
across.
said it was
You
a
see
friend.
him across
She's
the room
making
playing.
friends.
Yeah. That's how it starts out. That's how,
Is there
that's
someone
how it
sitting at
started
the front
out.
desk?
If she takes it that way.
Is there anyone sitting at the front desk? Because you said last time there was like a front desk area.
Right now, yeah, there's somebody behind it.
Oh, I would go to him first then.
Yeah.
I don't want to bother someone who's playing cards.
Yeah.
Foxhole.
Okay.
Hello, good afternoon.
What's up, Isaac? How you
Hey.
doing?
Good to see you.
What can I do you for? You finishing an assignment? You picking something up?
I actually have a request.
Alrighty.
2 sets of papers. One to be made a copy from someone's hometown as if they're the parents and daughter, and one to be made from such a faraway place that that Dragonspire would have no hope of figuring out where it even came from and not be able to verify it.
Wow, that's designed for you, I'm guessing then, right?
Not me this time.
Alrighty.
This time?
What do you mean this?
This time.
This time?
Isaac one needed papers.
Did you say this time? Okay, go on.
Adim
You're gonna
was
need
a changeling.
You're gonna need to talk to Margie about that then. You're gonna have papers done.
Margie.
They're outsiders.
Margie.
So head up to room 4 upstairs. Bring in whoever needs it done. She'll work it out for you.
Room 4 upstairs. Bring him there. Margie, meet us there, or
Margie will meet you there. You know her. She can't go through the front door.
yeah, that's right. Sure
What
thing.
the hell's wrong with Margie?
Is Margie big?
What the hell is up with Margie?
Guys, we're actually headed to room 4. We're gonna have someone meet us there.
Okay.
Come
Who's Margie?
Who's Margie? What's
How do you
wrong?
know that name?
You just said it.
Did you just say it?
I said someone's gonna meet us there.
Oh.
I never said
Oh,
Margie.
sorry.
Sorry,
Sorry.
above table.
Margie's
What's up?
the news there.
Above table. What's up with Margie?
How do you know that name?
You head upstairs.
Where
you
is
head
she?
upstairs. You grab them. You walk up the next flight, and when you walk in the room, you can see a tall, thin, very hunched over jet black tabaxi.
Margie, good to see you.
You've got an assignment that needs done.
We
For
need.
me, that is.
Yes. We need.
From William. You were sent upstairs. He greeted her. Margie, you see a very tall and I mean like 7 feet tall, rail thin, very lanky, thin body, jet black tabaxi.
Wow. Okay.
The job we need doing is we need papers made for her
Aye.
but they need to be in the likeness of her papers because she's acting as her mother. And we need papers for him here, because but I preferably be from somewhere so far away and exotic that Dragonspire would never be able to prove that they're not real. Well,
Perfect.
Mullion is
And I'm
not
a-
real.
His is
Hello.
He does not exist.
Nylon is more real than
Well, let's start.
Every guard in the city,
Let's
I
start
guess he's
with
not
the
real.
simple one. Come here. And there's tables and chairs.
Who's the simple one? Him?
Apparently not us.
She-
Oh, apparently.
the one from Bumblefuck. No.
Sit down. Hello.
I actually got to think of this.
What would you like your papers to say?
I'd like to say that I would like to be a citizen of Dragonspire.
I can't wait for him to get
arrested-
be arrested anyway.
But what name, age, date of birth?
Okay.
You don't have to tell me all this
Okay,
information.
yeah.
1987.
Obviously,
Yeah.
you do not have to tell me this
Yeah,
information. But over the course, it
Right,
is up to you.
Mullion
Yeah,
Amcar.
you're gonna say you're gonna give her your name, your last name,
My SSN
when
is
you were born.
059.
Right.
It's gonna.
That's
hair
a
color,
problem.
eye color.
That's a
and
problem. When was I born?
That's up to you. You can, if you
That's
don't
a
know,
problem.
you can make it up.
What?
I need my counsel here who just ran away to the fucking bathroom.
What age do you look? What age are you
Mark's
in
just
relation?
like,
I look like
in relation-
Mullion!
Okay,
I don't
but
know!
what- But do you look old? Do you have wrinkles? Do you look young?
What
do you look,
comparison do you have?
do you have
How many
wide
fucking
eyes? Do you
Gitzerai
have
have you
wide
met?
eyes? Do you have wide eyes? Do you have thin eyes? Do you have wrinkled face? Do you look like an alien?
I look
from
kind of
Mexico?
wrinkled. What does that mean to a Gitzerai?
Okay, well you're 55 fucking years old.
Hey!
Okay.
Sit down. Counsel.
I would like to thank you guys. I didn't miss a thing from the bathroom.
hey
What
guys!
the fuck does that mean to me?
You know, you could also just watch the,
I know,
the
it's just-
Twitch and then also not miss it.
I spent most of my fucking life. All right.
Is that what you did?
No.
Oh.
Why do you guys always scream in this direction?
I'm not screaming at you!
Speed. The question is,
I
fucking
love.
old are you?
I
That's the
love to
question.
spread the screaming
That's the
around
question,
at
ready?
Andres.
Here
I
we go.
love screaming at
here we
Andres.
go.
But I love like delegating. You get to scream at Andres. You get to scream at
No.
Andres. You get to scream at
I have my
You all
Andres.
best.
from us.
His boss screams out Andres enough at work.
Where are you from?
From the east.
But Zubat already screams at me enough at work. You give
I'm
me
sorry?
I
toes.
need a town.
I'm not from a town.
Are you a nomad? Do you move with a clan from one place to the next?
After a while, yeah, I go back home.
Where is home?
Call it limbo.
Where is your home on the material plane?
Where is everybody calling all?
The manor.
It's about
What I need to say
it's about
is
4 months east of here.
does it have a name that you call it? My attempt, your name was Mullion.
Yes.
So what's going to make this easy for you is that they're not going to know what yours actually looks like. Will not try to find your people to verify it. They're just going to take it. I'm going to make it look very different from any other paperwork. Very simple, very plain, very rudimentary, bare bones. But it will establish where you're from and who you are. You can make something up
Okay.
if you do not wish that, but don't base it on a place that is well known. If it's your home,
Okay.
that is fine. My purpose is so that way. What is your goal to meet?
I don't want to be arrested. like my friend Dove.
Is that your total goal? Is there more?
Eventually I do want to become a legitimate citizen of Dragonspire. That's my goal.
We should just wear a mask at all times.
Then this will help with that.
I didn't have to deal with these
As
Irish
part of the
dudes
city,
having a
what
red
can
ass
happen
face.
is if for those who are outsiders can
All
use
over the
their
world.
home
You can still see it
papers
on the camera
to
though.
have new ones made
It's because you drank a
for,
single sip of
for
wine.
the city.
So I can use my actual city
How
name
dare
where
I?
I grew up and
How dare I?
where-
And
where-
they'll use this and make new ones.
Okay.
So you can use everything that you want on your actual.
Okay.
So what would you like your home to be?
The Citadel.
That is what your home is called.
That's what we called it.
She takes a little bit of more information from you, but she drafts, not draft, but she takes that and she explains, like I said, because you're a Getsarai,
Yeah.
it doesn't, and because of how you even explain your people, there isn't heavy documentation, there isn't this heavy system, so it's kind of just a very simple being like, this is date of birth record, like, boom, this is who you are, where you were born, done.
Don't
Yeah,
you love you
very
went
simple.
underground to get you a
But
birth
you
certificate?
also, and she explains how she's going to not make it on common parchment, and and she-
Yeah.
But that what will happen is that you can then use this paper to then go to the city and be like, hey, I want to become a citizen.
Yeah.
This is my paper.
Does she know how Gitzerai age? Because
She's actually a little bit familiar with that.
oh, okay, all right, yeah. So, which would explain a little bit of a problem with the date of birth.
All we have to know is how many years have passed on this plane. The other ones don't count.
Well, we mostly kept to ourselves, but I estimate probably about 40.
Close enough, as long as you aren't saying something like 10 or 80, where it just doesn't make sense. They have no way of verifying. For that, for people
How
here,
old do you actually
for
look?
people here,
20.
most ages, even from
Oh,
other
how?
people,
Wait,
How
what
old
is-
are
see
you?
other
You're
places.
20.
Are
But
you-
how
Most
old do you
people are
actually
only
look?
concerned
Like a child, like a
with
12-year-old.
their health.
Because I'm
Your papers are gonna say you're 14.
And it gets very weird if you're from the
Oh
family.
no.
So people are ignorant toward other races,
It
is what
would
you're
make
saying.
more sense for your papers to see
But that works in
14
your benefit.
than
But I already told
20.
the clerk I was
Oh, that's-
20.
Yeah, sure, you told
Oh,
the Jane.
alright.
I'm happy that
Well,
these
it's
papers
fine.
don't say
It's
Dragonspire papers, that they're from mine.
Yes, it will make it easier for you. These aren't rushed for him, are they?
For him, no.
Okay, yours are 25 gold.
Okay.
When should we pick his up?
His will be ready in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Right there, right there.
In the meantime, you're staying held around us.
I only have 11 gold. What am I going to do?
I fork over 14.
I have no gold.
You actually?
Yeah, I had 11 gold!
Yeah, I've had.
You were
17
traveling
I've
the
had
world with
17
11 gold!
I've had 17 gold for the last since I was born.
Everyone's been paid a lot recently.
I've maintained 17 gold.
That,
You don't know if you
it did not come. It did not come
And
from
I
the company
remove
pouch.
11 gold.
Thanks, Danielle.
You're welcome.
Now you
Hi!
come. and
Okay.
Sit down.
Oh my god! I've only had to have one
What
rush
do you
job done.
need
She
done?
ripped my walls. She
Why do I
ripped
need
my
time?
walls.
Papes!
She
You!
needs papers that look like my papers, implicating that she is my daughter. She's not actually my daughter, but we need it to look like this. A familiar.
How old are you?
27? 24.
Oh!
That's not
But
gonna
you
fucking
have, you
work!
have wrinkles. It's
Adopt
fine.
a
You
dog.
can be
Adopt
like
a
older.
dog.
Like
Wait, do you
like,
have papers?
What?
Yeah.
Come on!
Oh,
You're a
man.
warlock. You have like
Adoptive
Oh, wait,
dog.
wait, 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 wait.
abominations
How old
in
do
your
you look?
head.
I look
You
She
look 12?
looks 12.
I
She
look
looks
12,
young.
but I already told
So
her.
that would mean you were how old when you had a
12.
child?
That's feasible. That's feasible.
But
Come
I-
It
on.
doesn't matter.
I
It's the
already-
old age.
I
She
already-
has it. She
There's
has a
an
different
easy
last name.
solution here.
We could just say that you were
But I
That I
already told the
adopted.
you
clerk.
did adopt her. You were 18
you were
and she
how
was
old?
14.
Okay, but we can
There's an
You
easy
told the
solu-
government that you were 20?
Yes.
Yeah,
but I
otherwise
don't
I would have
the
said she's like
papers.
10.
You never
There's
tell
an
the
easy
government that
But I
you're
don't
20.
have the papers to prove that I'm 20.
Everyone
Adoptive
wants to know
mother.
that.
You're the adoptive
Yes.
mother.
Yeah, that's the only way we can do that.
You married my father and then he died.
No.
Exactly.
That
That could
actually
work.
works.
That's what I was trying to say before. She
Or
married
you
my
can go
father,
on-
he
Wasn't that-
died, and I'm
That
adopted.
way in the
Or-
first place.
You can go on like an emotional rampage when they like question it and be
You
like,
don't have to go that specific. Keep it simple, stupid.
they have a 4-year difference in age!
In order to make
Whatever.
it
It doesn't matter.
He married my father when I was 19. He passed
There's
away
no
when I
marriage
turned 20.
certificate!
Dwarves in my kinhold have 2 years difference.
You're 6.5 feet tall!
We're making
You're not
her.
4.
good lies need just a little detail.
Yes.
I like to
You do
think-
not
Hi.
need to add unnecessary detail and
Okay,
make
great.
this more convoluted.
Just
The more you mess around, the quicker you get caught.
The quicker you find out.
Great. I just need
Fuck
papers that
around.
says my name.
The
Simple,
secret to the best
stupid.
lie is that it's based in truth.
Can I?
It's
Okay.
based.
So I adopted
Needs to
her.
be based.
Where are you from? Where are you?
I'm from Atash.
You
I'm
brought
from-
brought your papers, didn't you?
Yes, I have my papers.
Yeah, give them to her.
I'm
You
handing
can
her my
you can just say-
paperwork.
You can just say attach.
What she said.
Okay. And your name on your documents.
Dove Silver Shade.
Also, Dove, if you were that quick thinking with the prince, we wouldn't be in this mess.
If any of us were this quick thinking, this wouldn't have happened.
Hey, we're not gonna present these documents.
What
Are
age
we?
did you tell them?
Hers?
20.
Oh, right. She said she didn't have them, not that she
Yes.
was
Red
on
hair,
her.
brown
Yes.
eyes.
So that's why we're gonna play the fact that
So it's not blatantly a forged document. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
even if they look into
Now
it,
we're
she
going
was
with
fantastic.
adopted.
And it's gonna be difficult
Yes.
for them to prove. She's from a very far away.
Is your what is your story? Do you have parents?
Can we say both of yours are dead?
Yeah, that's fine. Both
Well-
my parents are dead.
And I took her.
They're actually dead.
That's great. There's the truth.
I hope.
Okay.
Only
She
forged
gathers a bit
documents
of
of
more
the truth.
information from you guys, and she uses your paper and heavily studies it, and takes many notes on the spacing, the ink, the seal, everything, because she is going to use yours to make hers. And when do you need hers by?
Tomorrow?
End of tomorrow.
Hers will be 80 gold.
I have 11.
69.
That's exactly how many I had.
Dude.
And 4 copper, does that help?
No.
Chris, put your money back
Give me your
down.
4 copper.
Here, you take that. 4.
It'll be ready tomorrow.
Good thing I got paid from a job a couple days ago.
Don't you have a company credit card?
Yeah, can
She-
we use that?
You, I could have argued. She doesn't work for the
Why
company
didn't
yet.
you argue me? I spent my last 11 gold.
He spent his he spent his own
And she
gold.
spent her last 11 gold, and he spent his last.
But
gold.
I'm an employee.
You didn't
Why
sign
are
a
you
contract.
kidding
Who?
me?
I did. It was a verbal contract with
Who
your
are you,
employer,
who are you
Right.
about?
Mr. White. I work for Mr.
Really?
White. I'm an employee.
I don't think that is written down in any.
That's why I said he didn't make a contract yet.
Exactly.
You said you could have argued it,
We're
though.
so young.
Possibly.
That
but I-
argument is a weaker defense
shut the
than
fuck up,
just
son, for one
a
second.
written
Shut
down
up.
document.
For once in your life, shut up, son.
This is the first time he's defending me.
Son,
Let
you're
him
not here.
argue, please.
He's not.
So it's not here.
He's not helping
This
me.
is a
Alright,
very
do it,
argumentative
do it.
pigeon.
How do we pay for the papers? Are you paying for hers?
I just
She's gonna
did.
pay for them.
So it's
Alright,
never
perfect.
here.
So we
She-
have to stay
Wait, you
with
gave
her.
11.
Will never
You gave
be
yours?
here ever
Yeah, I
again.
gave
We'll
11.
Oh
do
yeah, I
again.
gave 69, and then I took your 4 copper. I actually took that 4 copper.
don't care.
You come back tomorrow to pick up your papers. Julian, come back in 2 weeks.
Thank God.
Do you
66.
want to get mine back?
The devil's number.
No, roll one more. See if you get 666.
Julian, come back in 2 weeks' time to pick up yours.
Okay. You're gonna bring me
5.
back here.
Yes, I'll
I
bring
don't
you back.
remember
here.
how to
Come
get back here.
tomorrow.
I'll escort you back.
Try not to kill anyone
665.
or get arrested.
Darling, don't even joke.
In the meantime, though, stay very close to us.
Like things.
It's not a good time.
Okay. It was pretty funny though, wasn't it?
What?
It was pretty funny though, wasn't
Should
it?
you get caught without your
It's a
papers,
little
you have the same
shocking,
story.
if I'm honest.
If you lost your papers, you have to track them down.
I did it.
How did I lose it?
I'm so proud of you for finally like standing up a little bit for yourself. But
The journey took a long time.
Okay.
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 So
Maybe you left
guys
him in the
are
airship.
free
The
to leave.
airship is currently
Yeah,
traveling
You can
away.
leave the room.
Okay.
But your papers are being paid.
Yeah,
to the
I
matter.
want to go home and go to bed in my bed.
What time is it?
You don't have
Noon?
Early morning.
Oh,
Quickly does
your
my
bed is a
overnight.
cot in a cell.
I figured this happened. Took like most of the day.
William,
Yeah, that probably would have taken.
go
most of
somewhere
the-
else.
So you guys went really early
It's
on and bailed
comfortable.
her out.
It's
you guys
not.
went to a brewery.
You're gonna sleep
at
on a
like 10 in the
haystack.
morning.
Oh yeah.
Hung out for like
That was probably
an
really
hour,
dirty.
and then went there.
You shouldn't
I would
attack
say
Actually,
anyone.
was
when
there-
we get back,
Sorry.
we'll ask if
Probably
you want to
around
briefly
1
spar.
o'clock.
Hold on.
Briefly spar.
Was did the
my-
cell have a
my
cot
spar
or like
version
was
is
it?
like
It was just a
shooting
mat.
you in the head.
It was a mat on the floor.
How long
Okay.
was
You can't always
There's a
influence
train
the
down
things
back,
around you.
back, I'll use
Sometimes
that.
if the not
Sorry,
You
my
were-
method of
not
I
combat is
wasn't
very
trying to
utilitarian. I
I
don't
didn't know it was the
From
first off. I didn't know it was a
try to end
criminal.
it as
Second off, I
quickly
didn't
as
know it
I
was the prince.
started.
I remember the guy.
What
having
makes
to
you
do
the
Is
that.
there
arbiter of
anyone
suffering?
amongst
Nothing,
Mr.
I was
White's
just
staff that I'm
trying
familiar
to
with
protect-
that would
I
be
didn't know
familiar
what was
with
happening. I
the
didn't know
like
why he was
trial
attacking
and
him
law
and-
procedure?
There was just
Nobody
fighting
who
and
works there.
So why
Nobody
did
who
you
works
attack?
within
Because
the
there was a
manor of those
defensive
My
man
closest
getting
version
attacked.
of that would be using the
And I was
international
trained
crowbar.
to-
What about the
I was
foxhole?
taught
International
to
waters.
stand up for the weaklings.
Yeah, there's some
And that would still be very
sketchy
dangerous.
You believe
behaviors
that
in
the
there.
prince
You got
was
hit.
maybe
I mean, like
doing the
underneath
right
the
thing?
foxhole.
Yeah,
No.
there's definitely some people
So-
in there.
You
Can I
don't
see
know.
the crowbar?
Well, this is
So
my
you
first.
think that perhaps
You can
the
go
crown
back-
was,
you can
was,
go
was the
downstairs
bad guy
and
in this
you can find
situation?
somebody.
No, I just didn't know what
I'm
was
gonna-
happening, and I attacked. And
Guys, I'm
I-
actually gonna
That's
go
fine.
back. I'll be back as
I
well.
doubt it's better
Someone
than
else wants
your.
to try to talk to.
Fair
You
enough,
know,
but
You shouldn't-
I'm curious.
It might be a little.
male? Either way.
You can't
It has a little
always
more
jump
reach.
headfirst.
I
into
go back
every
underneath the
situation
foxhole.
that you think that there
I want
might
to
be
see if there's
injustice.
someone down there who
You don't know.
I know or believe.
Roll a perception check.
Sometimes you don't have all the information. It looks like you didn't have all the information. And you
16.
Made a hasty
60.
decision.
Yeah. Lance.
Yes.
Hey, Lance, good to
I
talk to
need
you.
to.
And now here we are.
Well,
What do you want?
You did mean to. You meant
Wondering
to
if
make
you
that
could
if I
decision.
knew it was the prince, I wouldn't have attacked. If I
Meet
knew
with
what he
someone
was
to
doing, I
possibly
wouldn't
help
have
with some
attacked.
legal
If
consultation.
he told me what the hell he was doing in the first place, I wouldn't have attacked.
Why would he tell you? Who are you?
A little busy
Because
drinking.
I am.
What do you want? Do you want me to buy your next round?
By the next two.
The reason you're in this situation, Dove.
Go way more.
Top shelf or
William.
bottom shelf?
The reason you're in. This
Oh
You know
man,
what?
why would you ask?
situation is
Yeah, I
this
knew it
is
was
a
top.
situation
You
you
know
don't
what
have
I
to do
do.
anything about.
William, I don't
Are
know
you
if it's gonna be
upstairs
fun.
or is she coming down here? Would they or he or whatever?
3 rounds
they're at?
middle shelf.
Go upstairs. I'll buy your first round now, second round after.
Fine.
Barkeep!
What does she look like? What do they look like? I don't even know who it is.
Okay.
I'll be sitting with them.
You're coming up. Okay.
Buy.
Just
How much
just
for
for
two?
flavor.
How much for two rounds?
Have you ever prayed?
No.
Two rounds for him.
You've never prayed
This
to
is going to
Suwoken?
be another
Who?
2 silver.
Suwoken.
Who the hell is that?
It's the god of mental mastery.
Yeah, because a
Psionics.
normal
I don't
mug
care
is 4
about
copper.
Prayers.
Oh, okay, yep.
Would you pray
It's
with
2
me?
silver
No.
per round, so it's 4 silver.
How about for your
4
safety?
silver
Yep.
total for him.
Always top shelf with this guy.
You have a trial coming up.
I don't pray
I
for
think
any
it's,
god.
Who you sitting with?
I
Duff?
think that we should pray together.
I don't pray
Yeah,
for
I sit
any
with
god.
Dove wherever. I imagine we would have taken a booth in like the corner somewhere.
That's fine.
Why?
Oh, I just had real quick.
Why
flavor.
don't you pray for any
Like
god?
half
I
just
had bad
wielding
experiences
the crowbar
with
international
praying
waters just against a
before
train. I mean,
and gods
see how it feels.
before, and I have
Just
no
whacking the
interest
shit
in
out of
doing
it.
that.
Dove,
That's
Morgan, Mullion.
Can you share with me what happened when you were praying? You had such a bad experience.
No.
I spoke with someone. I spoke with someone here that has experience with legal counsel. That we can get some advice from him.
Legal counsel?
Yes, someone who we can get some advice, see what the trial proceedings are.
Please.
To
No.
to keep all this together.
Why do you want to keep
You're
this
welcome.
all
It's
together?
cupcake flavor.
I want to keep this not from being detached.
Say that one more time.
Why?
I don't want her to
You're
die.
not there.
Why?
You're not
Oh, I
there.
thought he talked.
He asked us.
Yeah, he was talking to.
The two, he's not. Soot's not there.
Oh,
This is in your head. Why do you want to do
The
these
trial
things?
is in 2 days.
Cool.
Yes.
Good to see. I have like
Pray to my
trauma
god
from
Suwoken.
such.
He's the god of mental mastery.
Wow.
For
Say it one more
good
time.
fortune in her trial.
I know
So
some.
you need to
I
go
know
to the other side
someone
of
that's
that?
familiar with some trial proceedings who we can get advice from. See what the.
I had no more gold.
He's already been paid.
Oh. Can I meet him?
As my pouch is very
He comes
light
and
now.
Or here?
He comes and sits down at the booth.
Hey, Lance. Lance, this is Dove.
All right.
Hi.
What's
That's.
I
Yeah.
I relay all the information back to him.
Wow, you really fucked up.
I didn't know.
I don't care. You really fucked up.
I
I don't care. They don't care.
I
You
I
fucked
had a feeling they don't care after I got arrested.
If I can, I'd like to relay the idea that we had of her basically
Yeah,
crying.
that's your absolute best bet. She does not appear to be, though she is stupid, she does not appear insane.
I am very smart. I just made a stupid decision.
That
She doesn't even
I'm
pray.
Sure you do, sweetheart. What? What?
She doesn't even pray.
Yeah, who the fuck would even do that?
Who doesn't even pray?
There was a time to
That's
start it
not.
now.
Ha!
There's an entire temple district.
I have not prayed a single minute in my life. Okay.
There's an entire
Dude,
temple
maybe that's
district.
why my life
That's-
is going so
that's
shitty
100%
right now.
Your best bet. Given
Is pray.
Given what happened, your best bet is to say that you missed and claim somewhat of incompetence, and just be like, "I missed my target. I'm not good. I'm young, I'm new at this."
I'm a
all
baby.
That kind of stuff.
Would have helped if you didn't
Oh,
say you were
cool.
20. If you were 12, that would have been easier.
I was
Pretty cool.
giving him my
Too bad.
true age. He didn't say
Listen,
anything.
we made it work.
It works.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Possibly.
Again, the papers are the least of the
You
issues.
should have just like turned on the charm or something. Fucking apparently, like really easy to get around, get along with.
He's handsome, looks gorgeous, and you were just in shock by his.
Where's
I was
Phelan
in
when you need her?
shock.
Seriously, where the fuck is Phelan right now?
I was in
Oh
shock
my
by his dragon because
You were in shock by his
know
giant
of dragons,
dragon.
but I never seen dragons in real life.
Wow, your armor is so
That's
thick.
the guy with the dragon.
And your
I-
dragon
Giant
is so
black
big.
dragon was
big.
so
Cute.
big and girthy.
If he was the bad guy, I want to know this. If he was,
so powerful.
what was your plan?
So
to
much
do with
power
the
over
dragon?
me. Little
Cry?
old dove.
That's your plan B
As I
now.
said, claim incompetence.
Please.
Just be like, I didn't know better. I was scared.
I
in
did tell the
moment."
prince the dragon was cute.
You gotta say he's cute.
I did. I said your dragon's cute.
No, the prince, darling.
He wasn't that cute.
Don't say that!
The prince's BBD was so big and amazing. It was you just had
God,
to you
she's
just had
going
to.
Yeah,
back
You
to
wanted to shoot
jail.
acid all over your face.
No,
Okay,
no.
if I was gay, how
She's
hot
not
is the
going back
prince?
to jail. She's
Look up-
just
like I
She's
said,
gonna
look
be
up
murdered.
Prince
Prince
Caspian.
Caspian.
Look up Prince Caspian from Chronicles of
Okay,
Narnia.
no, look up Alexander from Shadow and Bone. That is
No,
a better
he
representation.
looks
No,
like
no,
Prince
no,
Caspian.
no, no.
He's young.
Not
He's
doing any of
actually
this.
close to like Dove's age.
You could have married the prince.
He's
I
very
don't
young.
want the prince.
You called that ugly?
No, I don't like him. He's the villain in Shadow and
Yeah,
Bone.
no.
I
Yes.
him.
But
I don't like
think
him.
He
Oh,
looks like
it's
that.
beautiful.
but
He's
with, like,
not that.
with like Hiccup's
no.
armor.
Not
from, like,
in
the
Prince
third
Caspian.
Alexander.
Nah, he's not my.
It's all black
He's not my
leather,
type.
brown leather armor.
He's
No,
not my
you're
type.
Oh, because I saw it on the.
No, I DNF'd it for
Oh,
him.
okay.
I don't go that way, and I'd bend over for this
Did you
man.
see
And
that?
that's what you're
You saw the
doing.
picture of what he looks like.
Yeah, I know what he looks like.
No.
He's not my type
he
at
needs
all.
to look
Yeah,
better.
actually,
No,
that-
He
I
looks
agree.
better in Shadow and
That's
Bone.
what I'm
Look him
saying.
look him up.
Look
Look him up in
at
Shadow
Bone.
and Bone.
Why
He
you're into
has
that?
be-
I don't
much
know
better
what
with
he looks
short
like.
hair.
It doesn't matter
Look
what
him up with short hair.
It doesn't
It
matter
does
what
matter
your
what he
opinion-
looks
It
like.
doesn't matter
What's
what
his
your
name?
opinion
I
of what
don't know
looks
the
better. He
character's
is
name.
clean
Look up
shaven
Shadow and
right now,
Bone.
and his hair looks
It's
like
Ben
Whatever.
Barnes.
God is saying he looks
Look
like
up Shadow
that. He
and Bone
looks like
villain.
that.
That is what
Alexander. That's his
he
name.
does
Yeah,
not
I
look
got it.
Is
like
that really
him
his name
in
in Shadow
Alexander.
Bone?
He's got long hair.
Look
he's
at this
clean
beautiful
shaven.
man.
He looks so
Look
much
at this
better in
beautiful
that.
man.
That is not
He
what
looks
he
so
looks
much
like.
better
I
with
know.
short hair.
Yes. But look at these perfect scars. Look
Yeah,
at this
no,
man.
He does not
Yeah.
have a scar on his face.
He looks a lot more attractive there.
Okay, can we go back to
That's
the
very-
I don't
meeting
like
of
him
the
with the long
talking of
I'm
the
hair,
very glad
council?
you
like-
guys have
Like,
are
what is this?
establishing-
What is? I'm
What
sorry.
is that?
I'm
What is
very
is
glad
that?
you guys are establishing that,
This.
that the dwarf is not attracted to the crown
This
prince.
isn't me. This isn't me at all.
Okay, I'm glad Mark is not attracted to the crown prince.
No, that
Yeah,
pigeon's
that's
not
much
attracted.
better.
to that.
That's much better. Thank you.
But what he looks
No,
like.
there's actually no. This is soot. It's my trauma speaking.
That is, for your depiction, that is what he looks like.
Okay, thank you.
Moving on.
Moving on to the councils.
That was the council. You're doing exactly what we said, and you're gonna add a little flavor that he's handsome, and hopefully he shows some
Your
leniency
best bet
if
is-
he's there.
Yeah, your best bet is to claim that you missed. You lean into that you just arrived. You are new to the city. You do not know what's
And
going
I told
on.
him that yesterday.
That's cool.
You reiterate.
Good. It adds
Tell
to
them
the
all
story.
that and claim that you were attempting to help in a moment of terror and fright, and you hit the wrong person.
He's good.
Write that down.
Write that down.
I
Otherwise,
Fine.
like he said, the upper half will be removed from the lower.
Okay.
Half, not even head.
I can't fix that.
Your upper torso is removed.
I could
It's
try.
like more painful.
I think I have a spell
Do
for
you
that.
happen to be a champion?
Hold on.
Because
I
you
don't know if
attack,
it's
you
gonna
attack
work.
literally the crown.
I
So
didn't.
your best bet is all of the stuff claiming incompetence, because if you come off like it was malicious, you got nothing.
All right.
You don't got a leg to stand on.
Why do we have to wait 2 days for this stupid trial? I just want to get it done now over
Would
it.
you have preferred to stay in jail?
No.
I know, it's a title to one of our other episodes. That's a title to one of our other episodes.
Is it
Oh,
really
check it
A leg to
stand
stand on, yeah.
on? I made that thumbnail and somehow I didn't remember that.
That's great.
Thank you,
Thanks
Len.
again to Mark for making the thumbnails. They all look great.
Yeah.
Yay!
That should be at the beginning of the
And for
episode.
Joe to continue
right.
to make cool shorts.
Don't,
Woo.
I like making-
don't plug me.
Plug him.
Don't plug me.
Plug you.
I like making
Joe has his own
thumbnails.
private channel. I don't know what it's called.
We will finally put the
Jay
link in the
and
description.
Dewey.
You can unsubscribe right now. Okay.
And then resubscribe so the latest subscriber is his channel.
Good idea.
All right.
Clout.
Affiliated channels.
Yeah.
All
What's your name?
subscribers.
Did we know his name?
Linus?
Lance.
Lance.
Yeah,
Linus
Linus.
Tech Tips.
Lance.
Yeah.
Linus
Look
is
at
the
his
one-
Why did you point to him? I assumed Joe would instantly recognize
Lance
what I was
Legal
talking
Tips.
about.
Lance
Yeah,
Legal
Lance
Tips.
Legal Tips.
She
Does he wear socks with sandals?
Why did I say
Oh,
She
Linus?
doesn't
and
like Linus.
I hate Linus.
That's fine.
But
We
the
don't need
funny
to
thing
establish
is-
your
He's actually-
opinion.
he's
We
actually
don't need
not
to
that-
establish opinions on people
we're
outside
all
of the
Mass
game
Effect.
anymore.
All right.
They were all Mass Effect games.
Guys, does he
Thank
ever
you very
make
much,
sense?
Lance. Your next
Does
round's
not
already been paid
anymore.
for.
Awesome. No, back.
Lance Legal
Okay,
Tips.
wait a-
I love that.
wait
All
a
right.
minute.
Are we?
We
are,
made an
it's
allegory. Time to go on our
2
rant.
days. 2 days is the trial.
Anything anybody wishes to do over the 2 days?
Dove, would you like to enjoy your potentially last day on Earth? Wherever this is.
We are not speaking like that.
We're not speaking like that. What the
Why?
fuck, Isaac?
I
We
just
should
wanna
probably.
You're
I-
right.
I
Isaac
wanna
wouldn't talk
go-
to that.
Good.
Is there anything you
what
want
are
to
we
do?
doing?
Go
Where are
alone for a little bit
we? Are we just
in
in
the
the
manor.
entertainment district?
I think you should
I
be
mean, we're
around
on
for
entertainment
breakfast.
No, I
If you'd
want
like
to
to
be
go back.
alone for a little
Well,
bit.
I don't know any of the
All right,
theaters.
well,
I've
we're
never
just
been
gonna
to
hang out
actually.
and then,
Alright, you
You
guys
have
got
some alone
essentially a
time.
day and a half of downtime. Is there anything anybody would like to do?
No.
I
Go
want
on
to
patrol.
try and take Dove to the Temple of the One and
No, I-
fucking pray with her.
I want to go be alone in the manor, in our bedroom, but by myself.
I'm going to be persistent and
No,
trying
no,
to get her
no,
to pray.
no, no, no.
So, is
I'm
there
also.
anything you wish to do?
I'm gonna support Mulian in this. We need to do something. We need to extend our pen to do something. We need to do something different than your daily routine. You've been in this city for like a few days, and you're on the brink of death.
Do you
Okay.
want to actually find the library this time?
I want to be alone for a minute, please.
1 minute.
Fine.
Cool, go upstairs. We'll see you in 2
Alright,
minutes.
Mulligan gives her half a day, and then the later half in the evening, he approaches her again.
Is
Would
there
it-
anything anybody else would like to do over the next day and a half?
I'd like to
Right.
point out a question to you guys. Do any of you would like to see the sights of the city? You guys
Not
haven't been
right
here long.
now,
Not at the
I've already
moment.
seen
Soon.
so many sites of
but
this.
not right now.
Not right now.
Look at my papers, man.
Well, it's gonna be
What's up,
a
bro?
week and 6 days.
Yeah, I can't be stopped, yo. You want to do
Also,
what to that tray?
Wait, I can't.
Isaac, is there anything or any?
You gotta ask her first.
What,
is
do you
there
want
anything
it?
you wish to
Can I
do
get
over
a
the next day
Pop-Tart?
and a half?
Pop tart.
I would go on patrol.
Do you want the last one?
Is there anything? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You're just
Okay.
kind of just patrolling the city, or do you need? or
I
is
mean,
there-
I imagine that I have certain jobs with Mr. White that he
Where are
might
you
actually
going?
have me like say pay
you need to check in
continuously.
with him?
Yeah, I would check in with Mr. White.
Okay.
I got a couple days.
heading out?
I would actually. Oh my god, do I fill him
Fill them up.
in? Do I fill him in?
Kill
Fill
them
'em
all.
I'm gonna wait till after the trial.
To do either of those things.
Kill them all or
So
fill them
was
up.
there
It's up to
anything,
you.
Before I get back to Isaac, so was there anything you do over the next day and a half, or is there anywhere you
Um,
go in the city?
No, I'm trying to just find myself in drink and contemplative thinking. That's it.
We have to get back with Mr. White the day after your trial.
That's
Not
fine.
there.
That's
That's
fine.
It's fine. We can do
Actually, the
that.
day of.
Also fine as long as it's after.
What time is the trial?
You don't. But you go
Should
and
be on the
speak to
summons.
Mr. You go and speak to Mr. White
broken
the next
my
day. Just
You really?
to check
Can't repair it.
I'd like to know, are there any jobs he needs
Mending.
doing right now? Clearing sewers, any...
Don't know if you got anything. How crazy you want to
You
go?
mend it.
There was a problem at the mines
Get it.
yesterday.
Can I get the paperwork on it? I'll send you
This is
stuff.
a major deal. We had two. There was like right now they actually have a whole They have a whole battalion posted, and the mines are shut down right now.
How long would it take to do?
Don't know. You'd need some for this. We would need some very intense. It's a two-pronged thing. They wouldn't have to do both. Whoever we find, or we might not do anything. This would mainly be obvious. This would be a very big job, and mainly be one that can possibly either gain myself and them a lot of good favor. Right now, there was a double-pronged problem. The mines, when they were attempting to go further and dig into a new channel, they hit a pocket, and they actually ran into a small goblin camp that had maintained, not a goblins, fuck, I always mix these shits up. Kobolds, not goblins, sorry.
You said goblin, I was maybe like, goblins.
Nah, kobolds. Goblins also like caves, but these guys were way underground. Also, don't think they were great. They hit a kobold camp that was underground, and then they started attacking. The big problem was that they've been testing a new power supply for helping with the mines. I said don't go without. I said don't use it just yet, but I don't have too much say in it. They were using it, and they were using a contained fire elemental.
Really?
And during the attack, it got loose. So right now, in one section of the mine, they unleashed a clan of kobolds that's got to be eliminated, and on the chaos fleeing out, the containment unit holding the fire elemental was ruptured, and it got out. So one thing, if I can find people to take care of this, amazing RNAs. Like this will be so good for pulling in more opportunities and better work and closer relations. Like to get the mines back up and running. How big? Like
Oh, let
you
Odin
know
in.
how big of a deal
Men.
this is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Has Odin been outside the whole time?
Look around.
probably.
Oh no, Odin!
He's not barked once.
No!
It works.
What? I'll get right.
It's a pen.
I'll get right back to you with that.
It's
Can I,
schmending.
can I take the information with me?
It made
Yeah,
every
the floor.
part of it in static.
Yeah, there's two prongs. You can get to both of them independently. Looks like the elemental actually went further, went down one of the dead tunnels that they had stopped mining in an attempt to get closer, I guess, to the lower levels. Whereas the kobolds are part of the newest branch that has been taken out.
Writing this on the flyer if it's not on there.
So they could be done independently. They don't necessarily have to be done together, but
And this would have happened the night of when we all did our talks when establishing her lawyer defense. So
this actually happened the day that Soot went. Yeah, so the same night as that.
The day that Soot went dark.
The day that Soot went to the Soot went back to the train yard.
good, I don't have to hide that she's on trial. Guy. Oh, so are we?
Hey,
But
what's
yeah,
up?
That could be that's something that definitely needs a lot of but that would be really good for us in increasing our standing. A lot of but just in general, like our standing's fine, but doing something on this scale would definitely. I want to try to find a group who could take this on. Be cool, fantastic. Depending on how public they want to be, it also give them a lot of good name too. But
I'll I'll discuss with the others the matter right now. See if they're interested. Yada yada yada. I find out that she's gone, and then we end up playing cards.
This
and
would
don't
not
bring
have
it up.
happened that night.
Oh,
This happens after you guys have had the discussion on that day, but the attack happened.
oh,
the
got
night
it.
before. So right now, this whole day has actually been much clearer because the mines are not running.
I guess I return back. Thank you very much. I'll bring up the trial when there's a result on that. Even though knowing him, he probably already knows. Hello, everyone. Is everyone still at the manor?
Yeah.
So, we have a day. We can either try to do this before the trial, or maybe if it's still going on after the trial, we can take care of it immediately after. But I know that you guys have been looking for work with Mr. White potentially, and if you still want to do that, I do have a job from him. If you guys would like to take it on.
Sure.
What does it pay?
I actually was going to ask if it says what does it pay on the flyer.
It does not say what it is. This is just it. That was for him. This was actually not even what you got was a copy of what he was notified of.
It actually didn't say what it pays on the flyer, but this is a job for Mr. White. And from my experience, he does. I could say he pays quite well.
Yeah.
He pays quite well.
What's the job?
Here's the flyer.
Cobalt's mine.
God fucking damn it.
Okay.
I didn't think I'd have to go back to this place so fucking early. Whatever.
So what does that flyer say? And he grabs the flyer. What does it say? It says Cobalt Mine.
Cobalt Mine, elemental thing, got away, 2-pronged attack, it has to go in there, has to be contained. Yeah, possible. So it's 2 issues. There's the Cobalt Den issue and the fire elemental that got out.
So what? Fire elemental released a Cobalt Den kind of a thing.
Explosion released the den. And right now it's digging towards Lower City, but it appears to have stopped for some reason. But this is a major issue, and should we do it, it would enable Mr. White to have more political clout on the city, and whoever would take.
Digging towards the Lower City.
Is this mine owned by Mr. White, or is he just helping stop this for the clout?
Does it say who owns the mine? I imagine it's like
We
the
still
public
have-
works mine.
We still have
What?
a day before the trial.
Is the mine like a public work mine, or like the
Yes.
company mine,
The
or is it
company
Mr. White? It's the company mine. If
You
it's a
think
sore spot for you and you'd rather not,
It'll probably be a different place than where I was. So, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
we have a day
I'm
before
not
the
trying
trial.
to
We used to
rush
deal
it,
with
but
these
if we
situations
can-
all the time.
If we get this done before, it can only help her.
You can show me in.
The only thing that's kind of contracts in something is that we were going to claim your incompetence. If you're part of the
I'm not
part-
here. I'm
She's
upstairs.
yeah,
I'm in the
she's-
room.
she's locked in.
Yeah, but if she
Oh.
participates in this mission, it'll be a little bit weird. Like, hey, you're on trial. I just thought I'd do a job real quick. Like
She also can't leave the
It may
city.
be better to wait
Right.
until after.
She also can't leave the
that
city.
too.
Or
So if she got paid for it, she has to be under the book. On
Mm.
basically off the books.
If this
The job can be done
so here's
after
my thing. I don't
we
know
figure
what
out
good I
all
would
of the
be at the trial.
The mine would be counting as part of the city.
Oh, it is part of the city.
There's
Okay.
a
could take
train
a-
mine
I could
in the
look
city that just
into
runs
this
directly to
tomorrow,
it
or
right
even
now.
Okay, so
the
she'll
day
go
of
get there
trial.
without
I'll
violating a
probably be
probation
at
order
the
kind of
trial,
thing.
honestly.
Okay.
It's something to do tomorrow, but if you guys would like to wait until after the trial, are you at the table or are you trying to consult her?
No, I'm at the other table.
If you guys would rather wait until after the trial, should this crisis still be going on, we could try to do it then.
That's
But I leave that choice up to you guys.
Well, what
If
is?
we do it before, we probably for her case maybe better do it without her.
How would Mr. White react if we waited more than a day?
I could I could try to discuss it with him and see what he says. He says it's not necessarily like a task assigned to us. It's more like if we can do it, we can do it. And I said I would bring it up to you all
Yeah,
to see what you said.
he relays how the job is not his responsibility, but something that if he took upon himself, gives him a lot of good credit.
Mhm.
And anybody assigned to This is a job of public service.
Another thing is you said that you wanted to make a name for yourself for the city. This might be a start.
Also, this could really help Dove's case, that she is making a case for herself as far as public service goes. I can't be listed as part of this. I don't have papers until 2 weeks from now. So if there is payment on my end
If we don't have
or
to
notoriety, I will.
If we don't
they're
have to
only gonna-
if we don't have to directly interact with any guardsmen, I don't think that you not having papers will cause any issues.
Just as long as nothing comes up.
Just as long as the police have no direct interaction with what we're doing.
Just as long as I don't get so much notoriety that people say, "Hey, who's Mullion? He's green.
You can cover yourself up.
Too tall to be a goblin.
You
Too
can cover
short to be an
yourself up.
orc."
Yeah, that right.
It sounds like the consensus is you guys want to see if we can do this job
We're
after
Burka.
the trial.
Fliat! Just run in with a fucking bucklam. An AK-47. Okay.
Are we all in
A
agreement that we should
pacifist.
wait for a couple days then?
Peace domain. Cleric.
I got a yes from
Okay.
Morgan. I got a yes from.
I'm
Seth.
in.
I will do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm an employee. Mr. White could show me in.
The other thing is that for the case of you guys working for Mr. White, doing this job would help, and seeing as the trial is the day of our discussion with Mr. White, that's the other thing that comes into play.
I'm not there.
We'll get it done before then.
We can
Did
go.
he say? Did they
we can
say
go
what
tonight.
time the
We can go now.
we
trial
can.
was? Oh,
It's going to be in a cave, in a mine.
It's gonna be in the mines.
It's going to be dark regardless. We should go now.
Are there trains running out to the mines right this time of day?
It's not too late for you guys.
Oh.
This is your you guys. This is on your day on your in between day.
And I-
Fucking go.
Let's go. Let's go.
If we start running out of time, we'll come back in time for your trial. Do you know when the trial is?
Just they didn't give a time. Just 2
They didn't
days.
tell us when to come back.
2 days.
2 days.
You'll have to complete your mission tonight.
Everybody comes with us and we cover our faces.
We have to. You have
In order to get this job done in the amount of time that we have allotted, we need everybody, all hands on deck.
I'm good for it.
We have ways of showing that we're not us.
But I'm green.
Dove.
Like all of my body
not
is
there.
green. So
You
my
have
hands
a-
are
you have
green
robes
and my
on.
legs are green.
Here, I have workman gloves.
And my
Here,
eye holes
here,
are
take
green.
My fucking workman
My eye-
gloves.
My eye holes are green.
Ma'am, could you please summon Dove for us?
You hear a knocking. at the
Green.
door.
Yeah.
Your compatriots are summoning you downstairs for the discussion of a possible job.
Okay, I'll be down in a minute. I leave. I leave the bedroom.
Goes downstairs.
Hey, here's a flyer that we just got. Obviously, this job would have to be done beforehand.
Oh, it says Joe and Danielle.
No, it says cobalt mine and explosion. Wish you were old enough to read.
So,
How to summarize my
To summarize-
relationship?
so-
Cobalt mining explosion.
so this job has 2 parts to it. You don't have to do both. You can do either part A or part B, or both, and they don't need to be done.
Oh my.
They don't need to be done at the same time because they are happening in 2 very different parts of the mine.
Yeah.
Hopefully. During their attempt at mine, they came across a kobold camp that unleashed them. They started to attack, and then the fire elemental that was being used to power a lot of the machinery down there was unfortunately the holding tank was ruptured and it was escaped. The fire elemental has gone to one section of the mine as far as I know, and then the kobolds are still in the other section wreaking havoc.
I say we.
Fire elemental.
I'm experienced more against kobolds.
But when we present the head of the fire elemental
Well,
to the
if
jury,
I don't think we're gonna do that.
why wouldn't we do that? It's a public service.
Heard-
If we kill the fire elemental, it will become fire. We don't bring the head of the fire elemental to the
What about the remnants?
Her
The
defense.
ash.
What, just be indistinguishable from any other ash.
But isn't this a
Oh,
public?
I thought you were part of this.
I am.
We
but
can't
now
be
I have
the only
multiple
ones who know
parts.
about
Oh,
the issue
okay.
with the mine right
Dove.
now.
Right,
Her
but
The
if
government
we,
must
defense
know
that
about
we
the
were
mine.
told
any
was
number
also
of any
incompetency.
people that have
We
caught
can't
wind
say
of
that you
this
did
job
this.
can bring ash
Yeah.
to the
Well,
High
like
Council
Sid
and be
said,
like, we
we're
solved the
going to-
problem.
Right.
we're going to
You-
cover
But
up
isn't there
things.
some credibility
And
when
claim
other
that
parties
she-
would go
and
to
this
solve the
could also
problem and there's
be a
nothing to
case that
fight?
She is not against the crown,
No.
and that she took this job
Fuck you, Joe.
in an attempt to prove
I
that
thought
she.
we
Wait,
No.
did we get the
Die,
papers
Joe,
back?
die.
Like, I thought we were using
We're
our
getting that tomorrow
names.
I thought we were getting it tonight.
I
Oh,
also
yeah, we
thought
are getting it
going incognito. I thought we were covering
Let's
The
have
papers,
another
right?
round tonight.
Your paper should be ready today.
Okay.
You
Do
can
not
get that at
throw
any
away
point.
your
You can
shot.
get that during the day.
Okay.
We can
But-
just go there on the way.
But
if you want.
if you did it, you could use it as an argument that she took on this job after the fact to show that she is, for the crown, for the city, and was not attempting to hurt him.
Oh, that's a good point.
That
We
she
could
just
just.
missed.
Wow, it's like what
Yes.
Mullion was saying the whole fucking time.
Mullion, you had a very compelling argument. I
Thanks,
agree
I'm
with
green.
you. Yeah, well, that's the argument against you.
Yeah,
So we'll pick this up next.
3 weeks from now.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
Pick this up next week.
Oh,
Fucking, you're missing combat.
Yeah, I realized
In-
that.
God damn
This
it!
intricate
It'll
polit-
why
political
wait?
situation.
Kobolds are elemental combat, and you're missing it.
You could do something else that time.
I had to wait.
I'm definitely missing a.
There was a lot of
button.
interplayer conversation. It
You're
was
missing
fantastic.
friend or something.
There's so much screaming.
There was a lot.
So
Of
Yeah, no, you're missing a button. That's exactly what it is. You're missing like a little.
But good session, everybody. And good things.
That was good. And actually,
Bye.